Don 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 don. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Three Black Geeks episode. Like, click, subscribe, and watch and go to our website, www.3blackgeeks.com, for all material, including our con coverage, because summer's almost over, gentlemen.
It's almost is.
Summer's almost is. But I think we had a good year. Cons and everything. We had fun.
You can always tell when the temperature drops after 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah, the sun isn't up at 8 o'clock anymore. I'm very sad.
I really, as a kid that loves summer, I really hate how it bitched out this year. You know, what I mean?
Really did.
Hard. It was like the moment September 1st came. It's like we're
done.
We stopped having sunlight at 8 o'clock at night. The temperature goes from like being 80 something degrees,
60 something degrees outside right now, bro.
I wear a sweater.
No, and then on top of that, you wake up to 55-degree weather in the morning.
They had a nerve. You couldn't even wait till after Labor Day. You couldn't wait till Tuesday. You had to do it on Sunday. Sunday is when it just said 8 o'clock. We're dark.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Sometimes in the morning, it feels like the weather's trying to be baby winter over here.
I used to go out like this, like 2 weeks ago, at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it was great. Now, let me go ahead and grab this hoodie so I don't freeze to death out here.
As much as I like putting on my Adidas jacket, why am I putting on my Adidas jacket so early?
Thank you.
That's my problem, man.
It's global warming, gentlemen. Bob.
Yeah, it really is.
Al Gore told us about this.
My
year 2000.
You know that the planet and the temperatures are going to become erratic. Shut up, you homo. That's exactly what
we told him that in 2000.
Oh, I was being super serial, guys, and you didn't want to listen.
We weren't paying attention.
Now you want to be serial.
Speaking of the time.
But no. I have a son. Both my sons are born in September. The smallest one was born on the 1st. That nigga, when he was born, I remember this, 90-something degrees when he was born. My middle child was born on September 11th. On his birthday, it was 89 degrees, but the heat index had it up to 100 degrees.
It's hot as shit.
You mean to tell me that both these niggas' birthdays are about to be cold as hell? I'm mad, young. I'm really mad at that ish, man.
As millennials, I think we're lucky to actually in our lifetime have a handful of Christmases where it actually snowed on Christmas.
Man, look. You get snow on Christmas now. Are you supposed to get it? That's the question.
That sounds very Republican, D. All right, don't do that.
No,
how's it Republican?
No,
Republicans
that is quite.
Time. There's no.
No, sir. That is that's a question. That is a question that should be asked.
Speaking of questions, people, the year is 2006. Earlier that year, I would say about January, February. Actually, no, late in 2005, I would say. We were told on the internets that they're doing a third Fast and Furious movie, and a lot of us were very baffled because at this point, Vin Diesel was not caring to touch anything with Fast and Furious. Still, he was doing his solo career. I think didn't the second Chronicles already come out somewhere 2003-ish, 4-ish?
Yeah, that was.
I got a story for that, but no, go ahead.
Yeah, it did, and this is also around the time when Vin Diesel started getting different projects. So
yeah, and Paul Walker was still doing his drama films. He wasn't doing any sort of action-y stuff. He was
doing
drama.
Thrillers more than drama.
Thrillers. So they did third Fast and Furious movie. We were wondering what the fuck's gonna happen. They tapped Justin Lin, who, if you know Justin Lin, he did indie movie called Better Luck Tomorrow. It's actually a pretty good film. I definitely recommend it if you can find it. Whatever streaming platform has it, definitely check it out. So they started putting out the cast, and one of the guys was Lucas Black, who's very much just oozes hillbilly.
No, oozes redwood.
Redwood. He got tapped, and the Bow Wow got tapped.
I swear, I don't know what force they got this oak tree at. But good lord,
Lucas
man,
now Lucas Black, he's been in films. He's
been
you saw
in better movies.
Here's
I
the
will
thing.
say that.
When you saw him in his career, at least for me, I remember him as a kid because he was in Sling Blade, and he was in a movie. It was with Kevin Costner and I think Elijah Wood or whatever and shit. I don't know. He was in that. So that was like the last thing I really saw him in and stuff. And I know he did like TV shows. So like, oh no, Jarhead.
Yeah,
He was in that.
that.
Yeah, he was in Jarhead, right? So no, Jarhead and Friday Night Lights. Those are the two. That's what it was. Because I remember I saw him in Friday Night Lights, and then I saw him in Jarhead. So he got tapped to be in Tokyo Drift. Now, they said that it was going to be like in Tokyo, and it was going to be a young cast. You look at Lucas Black. He never looked young.
That's a 20. That is a 24-year-old.
Shit.
Actually, to be honest with you, all of the high schoolers in here look like they were tapping.
Zachary Ty Bryan at this point, Home Improvement been over. He was just doing Hallmark Channel shit. And
the one thing I love about Zachary Ty Bryan, the last time I heard one of him was on an episode of American Dad, where Stan had his old Men's Health magazine that talked about hitting your peak. He said, not only did they teach me how to tap into my peak, but it also correctly predicted the superstar career that Zachary Ty Bryan had. And he was on the cover shirtless. I was cracking up.
But like Zachary Ty Bryan,
that's such a random hard mid-90s actor that you just pulled out right there.
Hey, look.
You know what's real talk? I thought he was going to have some modicum of success. I thought he would have been the star in this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas sucked all that shit out of him. And
he took all the charisma out the room.
Fucking all
messed up. JTT took out all the charisma.
Took it all.
Do you know it's amazing?
JTT was God.
You have to I really mean it.
You had to be there.
You had to, because I know with like some kids who do their due diligence and actually do the research. Y'all looking at this kid who looked like this and just talk like this, and you're probably like, really? That was the thing? Like, do you know how many grown women were trying to sleep with this little boy? I'm not kidding.
Especially, this
I'm not kidding.
JTT did Huck Finn with Brad Renfro, and all these 30-year-old white women were like, "Oh my God, they're both so hot." And I'm like, "Lady,
he's so adorable." And Huck Finn, you do realize there's a dude named Nigga Jim on that.
Hold on, it was Disney's Huck Finn. They don't say Nigga Jim.
It just said Jim. I know he just called the show on that one.
But somebody.
I will never forget watching that in school, and that was the first time I knew, because I never read Huck Finn.
It's a very white book, just like David.
It's Huck Finn. What was it? Huck Finn and I don't know, Yogi Bear, whatever.
Huck Finn. That's the second white folk hero. Huck Finn and Davy Crockett. Those like two people right there. Shoes. Yeah. Nah, but all to Tevin's point, everybody in the movie looked 30 except for Bow Wow. Looked like he's in high school, because
Bow Wow. Now we got to remember Bow Wow's.
This is the period of time Bow Wow was still doing movies. He was doing roll bounce and all. So he was a successful rapper turned actor and stuff, because he had a wheelhouse that worked for him in a way. You never saw Bow Wow in an action movie. Put it to you that way. It never felt like Bow Wow was.
This is the most action you would actually see Bow Wow ever in.
But he never did.
You would not see him in no other movie that had any type of action like this.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's I thought Bow Wow was going to do what Nick Cannon did. When Nick Cannon was like, "No, I want to do action movies." I'm like, Nick, they ain't your wheelhouse, dog. What are we doing? Yeah, Kid Rock wasn't full manga yet. He was maybe a 16th manga.
I agree with Tevin. He was still relevant enough to be on the soundtrack.
Yeah, 19. Yeah, he was 19 when he did Tokyo Drift. I mean, look, if you look at the rest of the cast, I'm like, you think Brian T he was hitting 30. But nah, so backing up though.
No,
but backing up though.
Lucas is 36, man.
Yeah. So they got Bow Wow, which again is par for the course for Bow Wow, and then they started rolling down on the cast and stuff. You had like, what was it? Zachary Ty Bryan had gotten announced. I'm like, the Home Improvement kid. All right, cool. Thinking that maybe he might be a part.
Random.
I know, but like, it's the thing of it
And
is,
even
but,
in 2006, that's the most random thing ever, yeah.
yeah, but like you had Brian T, Sung Kang. Again, those are like two guys that were in Better Luck Tomorrow. So it was like, all right, this is very teenager cast here, even though it's a bunch of 30-year-olds, but sure. And then you get, I know. Then they showed the trailer, and I immediately was sitting back like, and this is at me at the time. So this is where the Fast and Furious is getting to. We're just doing an anthology series. All right, cool. New cast, no Vin Diesel, no. All right, cool.
Well, this was on, but that's first of all, Tokyo Drift was meant to be a spinoff.
Like, well, I know that, but I'm just saying that's how I was thinking at the time, because it was just like, oh, so we're just making Fast and Furious anthology. All right, cool, that could work.
No, what I'm saying is this was meant to be just a spinoff, like just kind of like a one-off type of thing, with no real connection to the other movie. Because let's keep it real here. Nobody from the last two movies were coming back.
Yeah, I think that's where we're at, because all the cast members and stuff. And I think it's amazing that they kept the Vin Diesel cameo like quiet as fuck until that movie came out.
Nah, well, yeah, they kept it quiet until the movie came out.
Now, opening weekend, I remember that. I remember seeing it that Saturday, and then Sunday they played the thing where Vin's fucking cameo shit popped up.
Now, here's the thing. When the movie was already over with and done, they did the test screenings, right? Mm-hmm. And after after a bunch of test screenings, of course, audiences hated it because nobody from the original Too Fast movies was in it. Now, according to the story, Brian, Paul Walker's character, was supposed to make a cameo appearance in this movie
as himself.
Yeah, as Brian. Brian himself was supposed to be in it.
Coming to Tokyo.
Yeah, where I think we're at the end of it, instead of Vin Diesel, it was supposed to be Brian.
Which I got, for them to hide, like I said, I remember that opening weekend.
I think it actually more sense if it was Vin. I actually think it makes sense.
The only reason why they didn't go with Brian is because I think he had Paul actually had a family emergency, so he couldn't do it. Yeah. Now, let me tell you how they got Vin. Vin agreed, but only on the strength of he'll do it. He would do it, but moving forward, he got, I want to say about 75 to 90% creative control with the entire Fast franchise going forward.
Of course he did.
And
look at what
hold up, and he was given full access to all of Riddick, meaning he can make as many Riddick movies as he wanted.
Now here's the thing.
Did he? How did the studio sign?
Universal okayed it.
No. How did the studio sign a 360 deal with Vin Diesel?
Can I tell you something?
That is hilarious.
Now, can I tell you something? All of that was originally supposed to go to Paul Walker, where he would have the more control over the Fast series than Vin.
But here's my thing, though, right? Now, you might be wondering to yourself, how did that happen?
I'm sorry, Eris. I'm sorry.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Understand something here.
Tell me that there was a window. You telling me that there was a window for Paul Walker to be a huge superstar, and they gave it to Vin.
All because the man had a family emergency.
See, that was
had a death in the family. He couldn't go. I mean, he couldn't do it. He couldn't even make the cameo appearance.
That's what we call God's plan. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Folks, let me tell you something. Okay.
Wait a minute. I thought I was going to get it. Yeah. About that, Paul. Fuck your family.
Vin, Paul the angel coming down like, hey, Vin, I thought I was going to be here. Let me tell you something.
See, hold on. See, and it just gets even more crazy. Apparently, writer Chris Morgan, who is a super fan of the Fast series, and the producers had an open writing call for the third movie at the time. Chris Morgan originally pitched Dominic Toretto in Tokyo learning to drift and solving a murder.
Get the fuck out of my face with this shit.
But Universal Pictures wanted a high school themed story, so they shit canned that idea.
Hence why we got Initial Diesel. Boom.
So this is funny.
Gross.
You could have that sounded like the longest, most unnecessary gross porno that I would have to watch.
Super Smash. Go home. I need you to go home and write me a book report.
Hey yo, Super Smash, this is for you, bro.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge, this basic bitch, she in the little stuff. Hit a bucket.
Well, when you drive 100 miles an hour in the Blackbird Z to a tree.
Again.
Sir, you put some respect on that. That was the GT Carrera open top. That wasn't no 911. That was the Porsche GT.
Either way.
Either way, look, Chris, look. I know this is going to be wrong. The tree won.
I don't know. I saw the damage. Cancel each other out.
Block or
charge.
Block and charge.
What happens when they're a movable object?
Unstoppable.
Fair statement, I think.
Like, all I know
unstoppable force means an immovable object.
All I'm saying is
this. If it was a Chevy, he would have.
All I'm saying is
he wasn't even the one driving. That's the more ironic part.
All I'm saying is God to Paul Walker.
Stop. All right, let me run through this real quick. Neil,
like they try to run through traffic, huh?
Shut up, D. Since Neil H., who produced the previous two installments, began working on the film in 2005. In June 2005, Mortiz hired Justin Lin to direct it. Lin, who wasn't intimately familiar with drifting when he was approached to helm the project, recalled, "I was in film school when the first Fast came out, and I saw it along."
This asshole trying to make it deeper than what it is.
That's what he said. And try
film school.
And
chill, Justin. Chill.
He saw it with a sold out crowd who just ate that movie up. And what really excited me about directing this film was the chance to harness that energy, to create a whole new chapter and up the ante by bringing something new to the table for the audience who loves action and speed. Lin was not enthusiastic at first and was unimpressed by earlier drafts of the script, saying, "I think it's offensive and dated, and I don't have any intention of doing it." Yes, D.
Justin!
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
I really want to know what those earlier drafts were.
Here's my thing.
Because if those were offensive, I'm sorry. I seen all the Asian stereotypes in this one. I seen how a high schooler is the black high schooler is only used for one thing: hustling. Because he's from the hood. Like, yeah, really offensive.
Nigga, no. You stop right there, sir. He is not from the hood. He is not from the hood.
He is a military brat.
He's an army brat. He is an army brat, sir. Get that. Put that respect.
I am so sorry. You are army brat. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
But dope ass do rag. Put that respect on it, sir.
Cleanest do rag in all of Tonto.
Clean. D had to really think about that. Like,
man, you corny.
Anyway, let me.
Shad is, and Shadrick Moss is.
I know, we know he is now after that fucking verses for sure.
No, he always now. Look, this nigga says now. Okay, you know when I knew he was weak. You know when I knew
New Jack City 2.
Oh God, you tried no, Eris, did you like that? It was all red. He was all like. He wanted to put a fake tattoo on his face so bad. You know he did. You know what I knew that Shad was whack? Like I already knew he was whack, but you know what I knew was official? The song I liked. Marco Polo.
God, you're gay.
Why are we gay? Why are we gay? Why are
No,
we
no,
gay?
I
no.
like that song. I like that song for all the wrong reasons. Hey,
No,
Eris, don't
I
talk
get it.
about turn my swag on. No, let's talk about
That's
your
not
other
the
boy.
beat, nigga.
No,
So
Fuck the
listen.
song. Fuck the
Oh,
lyrics. I'm talking about turn my swag on. The beat was fire.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. That beat is actually awesome.
That's
No,
all
what
I
was
like.
what was the boy? What was the other dude that was on a
Oh,
Let's Get Silly? Let's Get Silly.
Yeah.
That was your
Ew.
song.
But nah. My thing is this. But nah, here's my. Let me ask y'all guys
one
this.
time
So,
when those two goofy Negroes were friends.
but let me ask y'all guys
Oh
this.
my god! Yeah,
So
okay.
when that trailer for this movie dropped, the cast and stuff, right? What was y'all guys' first reaction?
I was gonna go see it. Period.
I'm just saying in terms of just how much of a 180 it was from what we got with Too Fast, Too Furious, and all that stuff.
all
Same,
right,
I was
the
gonna go
shock-
see this.
All right, I was gonna watch it. I was like, I was just gonna watch it, see what it was about, but it was like I wasn't too hot on it now, and I'm still not hot on the movie.
Did the weeb
I
in
thought I
you
would've
guys
liked it
come out a
better.
little bit because it was like it's Tokyo,
Yes.
yay!
And hold on, and let me make that very clear. Yes, but Eris is going to appreciate this, and this is the one thing that Eris, you look. I did have to work for you in this, Eris. I saw that it said that's Japan. That's not Japan.
Yeah.
Like I love, like you and me, Chris. We love Yakuza, but you and I know well as I do. There are some sections of the game like that never fucking happens.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
stop.
what this movie is. They film
Not even anime, not even the anime shenanigans they go on. You're just like, okay, Japanese people, look at me. Stop it. Stop it.
I cannot tell you how many times these two specifically would contact me and ask me, Eris, is this true?
Yeah, that's what this movie did, because I think it was right after.
There are some things
because I was living in Japan during that time, and I was like, nigga, no, that is an exaggeration.
They did film parts of it in Japan and parts of it in LA. And no, hold on. I'm getting to what you were probably going to say.
Well,
some of the driving scenes and stuff, particularly that one scene where they're drifting through the crowds of people, that was in LA. That whole LA. Now they obviously use CG, but they did film certain scenes in Japan.
I know. I was getting back to this quick spiel real quick, gentlemen. So the producers allowed him to develop the film in his own way, and although it was a constant challenge and of course he was always battling Universal to make the film better, then Lynch said that to their credit, they were very fair and reasonable. Wonder how long that fair and reasonable lasts when you look at it in current year. It was impossible to get the necessary filming permits in Tokyo, so they went ahead without permission. I should know, I've done that myself. According to Lynn, I wanted to shoot in Shibuya. Good luck with that. I've tried that. That shit is like pulling teeth. Which is the most crowded place in Tokyo. The cops, they are all so polite. So it takes 10 minutes for them to come over and kick you out. Hi, welcome to the club. Unknown to Lynn, the studio had hired a fall guy who stepped in when the police came to arrest him and said that he was the director and spent the night in jail instead.
Look at this effing dude that's trying to be a legend as a legendary renegade filmmaker.
No, because it's true. I mean, even with my film, my friend and I, when we shot it, we were shooting that shit all over Tokyo.
Because I think you were saying y'all had to go like fucking renegade, and
we went super renegade. In fact, this camera that I'm using, like for this podcast, is what I shot my movie on.
And that's the thing. Yeah.
And bro, we went through like almost every major train station. We had to commute through it just to shoot everything. In fact, we shot a scene on the train.
Hmm.
Now imagine how stressful that was trying to shoot everything and get everything together continuity wise.
And my thing is this though too, like when you look at the film, right? And I think I watched initially in theaters and stuff, and I remember when you went to Japan, and I think I was rewatching it again, and I was like, all right, you're gonna have to help me out because like the crux of the movie, especially in the trailers for the film, was the whole like when they go to that first car meetup that leads into the second race of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole thing with the car meetup. And again, me and you, all three of us, luckily we were in that era where you had high import nights and that was the big thing and stuff.
Yes.
And I'll probably say when Tokyo Drift came out, it was starting to kind of dwindle down at that point, or maybe
because High Import Nights
by 08 was like that was the last year they had it.
Yeah, 08 was the last one.
Yeah,
and it just stopped. It stopped coming here.
Yeah, so like that vibe of High Import Nights, and then seeing that in the movie in Japan, I was like, let me ask Eris about this. And I remember you were telling me that it was basically like kind of like that, but not really as embellished as this movie made it out to be.
Nah, so I could tell you this.
Okay.
I could tell you both this. During my time there, the thing with the whole like car meetups and all that, they definitely go down. Like one place that's like super commonly known is the Tatsumi parking area. Mm-hmm. That's like above the major parking area known as Daikoku. Now Daikoku is like Hot Import Nights every every weeknight. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Hell, yeah. I would say 7 days a week. Like if Hot Import Nights minus the DJ, minus all the crazy shit that happens at that place. Like if you just want to go somewhere just to see real nice cars, go to Daikoku in Tokyo. And if you want to go to another spot for just to see some cool cars, but in a smaller space, you go up and head over to Tatsumi.
Okay.
Both Tatsumi parking area and Daikoku, they're like boom. It's like upstairs and downstairs of like the car hangout spots. There is one in Akihabara that's like super underground. You got to get invited for one thing. So you got to know somebody in that group that will invite you to come hang out at this car event. Because the name, it's not something that just any Joe Schmo can roll.
Kind of like Wong Midnight when they do those car meetups and stuff. It's just very,
Can I tell you a funny story about that too?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a team called Team Midnight, and what they used to do is they would get together and they would just run the Wangan Highway, like the Wangan Expressway, at like stupid speeds. And that team was known for having like some of the most souped up cars on that side of Tokyo.
Is the Wangan Expressway that long?
It's not so much as long. I mean, it's just a very it's a vast highway.
What I was told by somebody else, and tell me if I'm wrong or not, Eris. Not comparing them, just only comparing them in length. About the size, maybe a little bit longer than the Capital Beltway.
Shit, it's more than that.
I'm about to say it'd be a little bit more than that, wouldn't it?
It's way more than that.
Thought so.
But
that's a good way to space it, at least for Chris.
Yeah. In fact, Wangan Midnight was actually inspired by the real Midnight Legends team. And of course, no one knows no one knows what the hell happened to those members, by the way, because when they dispersed, because like people were getting arrested and stuff, but when they finally dispersed, they quietly dispersed. There was no, no major announcement or nothing like that. There was just they were gone. Now, if you see someone who's got a bumper sticker of their Team Midnight or whatever, then that was someone who either knew somebody. Either they bought that car or they were actually a former member. But seeing those stickers was rare because they don't produce that stuff, especially not anymore.
Because remember that game Midnight Club?
Yeah.
Got a lot of inspiration for that. Got a whole lot of inspiration for that shit.
Other thing too, So since we're talking about that parking, like the parking area for the first spot, the parking lot, that parking lot is real.
Yeah.
And
That much. Yeah.
that's a real location, by the way. Now, I think at the time they had it was under construction, but like if you were to try to go to it now, like you can go in that parking garage, but here's the dumb thing. The parking garage is real. Where they did that scene, like the actual car meet and hangout, LA.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Movie
LA.
magic. Movie magic.
Yeah, I said LA. They intersplice a lot of LA and Tokyo stuff that they filmed. It's like it kind of creates.
This movie was 90% LA and about 10% Japan.
Yeah, because it's like for some of the stuff that they can do, they can only do so much. I mean, you think about the final race in the movie. I was like, they ain't fucking Tokyo.
That is pure.
That is Mulholland Drive. What are we doing here? Like, you know,
I was gonna say Sherman Oaks or
Sherman Oaks. Sherman Oaks. I don't know. Look, I just came from Pasadena, California, so it's somewhere over in that area. They did that shit.
That was all California.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the scene where I'm jumping ahead here. The scene where Sean and the new love interest Neela go for a drift run with the other cars.
Well, that was peak California.
That was all California.
I can tell you that much. I mean, look,
hell, even Sean learning how to drift, that was also in LA.
Yeah, the video game.
There was a video game to this.
Yeah, there was.
There was.
It was actually. He ain't lying. It was actually pretty good. It actually was. That was one of those.
I think I know about it. I just never played it.
It's one of those rare movie tie-in games that is actually like, oh shit, it's actually pretty good. Like it's one of those right place, right time kind of vibes. Because you think around this time, didn't Juiced come out?
Yeah, Juice came out, bro. Yeah. Juice, Street Racing Syndicate, the Need for Speed games were still going strong.
Need for Speed, was it on Black or Carbon at this point?
Carbon.
No, it wasn't.
Carbon.
You sure it wasn't Carbon?
No, it was no.
It was still riding off the success of Most Wanted, which came out in 2005.
No, Carbon came out in 2006. So it came out after Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it had to then.
Yeah, it came out after Tokyo Drift, but it was in 2006 because I remember I got deployed and I had that game. And I played it.
Carbon did come out in 2006.
Yeah, because I remember I got deployed and Jesus Christ.
October 30th. Yeah, it came out on Halloween.
Yeah,
this movie came out in June. So again, it was still riding off the success.
Yeah, I bought Carbon when I was Jesus. I really dated myself with that. Carbon when I was deployed, and yeah, it was. I think Need for Speed at that point had got into arcadey, especially after Most Wanted and stuff, and it kind of helped with the same thing. But anyways, like Juiced, Need for Speed, like you said, Street Racing Syndicate. Wasn't there another one?
I already said Juice, Street Racing Syndicate, Blur, I guess. For
Blur,
PS3.
yeah, Blur, you know, all that. So it hit that moment of like, that's what you're getting. But like,
Burnout, that was another one.
Yeah, Burnout. Yeah, Burnout's the other one. But not like I think past that though, like I would say, like D said, the movie magic of them being able to meld into LA and Tokyo stuff. It was believable enough. I mean, unless you really knew that, like you said, to Sue being the person that knows how to pick those out, it's like, all right, well, that makes sense. But if you didn't know any better, you're thinking, okay, shit, maybe they did film this shit in Tokyo. And
yeah, it would make you think that they filmed it. Hell, they could have went to Japantown and filmed some stuff.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
which also kind of blinks. If you've never been to Japantown in California, it's close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that it ain't 1-to-1, but it's close.
But earlier on, I was telling you about the era that is 2006. Teriyaki Boyz were a thing.
Kind of going through a renaissance right now.
No, they're not. Don't do that.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
The amount of remixes I've been seeing on freaking TikTok and shit.
Yeah. All right, yeah. But Teriyaki Boyz, they were a J-rap group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were.
Who pretty much got prominence because Kanye West did a song with them.
No, they got that and that little bit of early blurred them.
Yeah. So Kanye West doing "I Still Love Her," and it really like, especially I think YouTube at the time, that song was fucking killing it. Back when you can put something like this and not get a copyright strike.
Super Smash, that was L.A.
Yeah, that was LA. But nah, like they came out and this song, this song that was the theme of Tokyo Drift blew them up to the point to where that song during my 5 months that I was over in the UAE, that was like the #1 top 40 song for like 3 of the months that I was there.
That all it was close to the same. I tell you, I put it to you this way. The song wasn't as big as it, but it wasn't as big as this song about the name, but it had the same type of effect. Remember when Punjabi MC showed up for the first time?
Ooh, yeah.
Now the song
that time in 2003 was interesting.
Yeah. Now again, Teriyaki Boyz, I Still Love It, whatever, was never as hot as that, but it was the same fascination of somebody from a different language rapping. Hip hop is global now, and hold on, it was a yay followed by all of these gatekeepers going, nah, see, it ain't no longer the struggle of the streets anymore.
We ain't got no hustlers. Early.
And what happened? What happened to rapping? And your mom was never home, nigga. What happened to rapping? And you had to use rope for the belt for your belt, nigga. What happened when there's roaches on the ground, nigga? What happened to that rap, nigga?
Whatever happened to hustling till the sun came up?
I ain't know my dad, my nigga. How you think I feel?
The amount of
what happened to that type of hunger? What happened to that hunger in rap, nigga? These old ain't washed their ass niggas came out to work during that time, but that wasn't Teriyaki Boyz' fault. They were just gentrifying something they loved. Okay, so we're not even.
You hook up with Pharrell and the Neptunes and get that cosign by especially Pharrell and Kanye. I mean,
yeah, I know. How was the album? Wasn't worth the sign off.
It was Serious Japanese.
Was not
Serious Japanese. That's the name of that. That was the name of their.
Nobody
ever brings up beef or chicken. They bring up Serious Japanese.
Nobody talks about beef or chicken. Here's the problem here's the problem about the Teriyaki Boyz for me are all. I have heard others from their country. These guys are not even the best in their own country. Like, there's one. See, here's the thing. Jackie Robinson was a precursor of how great the talent was.
Yeah.
If they were the Jackie Robinsons, I'm never listening to rap from Japan ever again. That's the thing, Chris. You can't call everybody a Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson was telling you, I'm good, but I ain't the best. If you good and you ain't the best, dog, we looking at some mid rap. We looking at some hard mid rap.
I mean, you know who was good in the J rap field and stuff? I listened to DPR Live. That's the last one I listened to.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I try every now and then to listen to who's the new guys out there and all the rest of that shit. But just be honest with you, they're like on some real shit. Language barrier, number one. Yeah. Number two, Japanese niggas don't know how to pick good beats. That's D. That's D. Y'all can disagree with me if you want to, but I listen to rap in Italian, German, British rap. I listen to French hip hop is really good. But I noticed something. The Asians, they're kind of weird with the image that they're trying to put off. They're kind of weird with the whole motif of what they're trying to pull off. And then even when I find somebody that's good in hood, here come Eris. Where they from? D, no, they're not. So you see what I'm saying, right? You see what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this.
That was That was I don't know how to say it. I don't know. That was K8. That was KOHH. That nigga can flow. That little Japanese nigga got some bars. And there was this one song he had.
It was the video in the location.
Shit was gully. You're like, yo, Japan, what's going on?
No, but here's my thing.
This nigga below me This nigga below me said, "Nice video." Oops. D. Them drunk niggas outside. They ain't hurting nobody. The Yakuza ain't even chill over there. So there you go.
I was like, nigga. Listen, nigga, they on the backside of Ikebukuro. I was just there 2 hours ago.
Is it hard over there, nigga? Clinton will. If you took the hardness of Clinton and bring it over to Japan, the Yakuza are going to make sure they're protected gang.
basically, if you go to any like any major city part of Tokyo, and if there's any set of Yakuza over there, it's considered hood.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a if there's even the tiniest of red light district in that area, it's considered dangerous.
So what you saying is,
Chris.
But now, what were you gonna ask me, Chris?
Say what you saying is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the equivalent of us three going to Damascus and somebody saying, "Oh shit, black people moving in the neighborhood."
Here's the difference. If the three of us was to walk through there, like on that side of Japan, nobody would fuck with us. And I'm not even saying, and I'm not saying that on some nigga. We like we three niggas. No, they just see him like, oh, what, like three black guys. Keep him
cool.
moving.
Okay, cool.
Niggers. They don't know that they don't have the same.
They don't
relationship with that word.
Guys,
so we really
don't.
forgive them.
Because
The bigger question is, why did we make DJ Shadow a thing?
DJ Shadow was always kind of a thing, to be honest.
I felt that this movie was the first time he hit my radar, unless I really just fucked up.
My first time probably too. I keep on forgetting he was a thing until somebody like you, Eric, Chris, will bring him up out of nowhere. DJ Shadow. Wow. That's a name from the annals of history.
I mean, the opening song for this, I actually like the whole, 6 days remix and such, kind of kick off it and stuff, because we got to see our main character go to a high school with metal detectors because it's rough in these LA streets.
It wasn't even LA.
I don't know. I thought it looked like an LA school.
LA.
It looked like LA.
Orange County to me, man.
Orange County, either way.
No, sir. Gentlemen, that is Oro Valley, Arizona.
Jesus. That was Arizona? Sure that's not at the cusp of California, at the edge?
That probably is on the cusp of California. It looked good, flat, and Republican out there, nigga.
But I like how they just...
No. This is like deep south side of Arizona.
Also, look,
closer to California. Closer to Mexico, California. Closer to Mexico, Arizona.
Closer to Mexico, Arizona.
Which I heard. Shout out to anybody that live out there in that part of Arizona. I heard y'all got an interesting culture. That borderline of Arizona and Mexico. I heard it's interesting. It's a hood, and to me, those are probably the hoods that you don't want to go to in Arizona.
We were in high school. We had people that were assholes to other people, bullies and all that stuff. Sure. Bullies in the school in this movie is just like, so we just going to kidnap a kid, drag him in there, and just
out of a Stephen King novel.
Fucking spray paint the stomach though.
It's like, get the fat
out of
kid.
A Stephen King novel, nigga. Hey, McCluskey.
Dude, this is Arizona.
My man said McCluskey.
Nah, this is Arizona. Hey, Morales.
What I tell you, Peter?
It was 2006, so yeah, it flew.
Hey, I don't know, man.
That term Beaner back then, yeah. Why? Because Carlos Mencia made it so white people could say it and feel happy.
That white Mexican.
Hey, Super Smash. Yes, that was pure LA. Then I wouldn't be surprised if they did shoot that part in Arizona.
No, but why is Zachary Ty Bryan out here really going full like bruh on my man? Just like talk to my girl, bruh.
I mean,
captain of the football team looking at his nigga.
All right, let's think about this.
Head-ass
For a second.
motherfucker.
Let's think about this for a second, though. His
Pickle brain.
Listen. His obviously cheating girlfriend is already flirting.
Oh, bro,
with
uber
Sean.
cheating. What are you talking about? That was hella cheating. Copious amounts of cheating.
No. Hear me out. The first side, right before the song ends, what do we see? She like changes legs, skirt flies up. I'm like, thanks for showing me the color red of your underwear.
Look.
Out.
Hey, she heard the hillbilly accent, and she saw he has a V8.
Well, no, because she was actually trying to. Listen, she was low key throwing a little bit of shade at this nigga.
No, she said that is the sexiest 31-year-old man I've ever seen in my life.
Because first of all, my man was like, he's like, hey, gets the job done.
All right.
He's like, of what? Delivering pizzas, ma'am. That is a 1971 Chevy Monte Carlo.
Look,
I need you to put some respect on.
I gotta be honest with you. We're losing recipes now, and I think we need to bring back the muscle cars. You gotta bring back the V8s.
Oh, yeah. I don't disagree.
I don't disagree with that, but you see, there's this little thing going on in the automotive industry, gentlemen, where number one, manual transmissions are just kaputski, and
unless you have money to get it put into your car.
No, because here's the dumb thing: the manual transmission is actually cheaper. For now, it's cheaper to get in your car because it comes standard. Getting the automatic is actually more expensive, but because they're trying to make automatics faster, and a lot of them have been
trying to all lives matter.
Like
that's what they did. They all lives mattered. All right.
No, they didn't. No. The all lives matter when they completely dismantle and abolish all mechanical engineering of engines, and we go with just straight batteries now. I mean, think about it. How many electric cars have been popping up recently? It's not just Tesla. You got Lucid. You got this other company.
Oh, because they're all better than actual Tesla and cars themselves. That's why.
Very true, but that's not the point. Much like we're losing recipes, nigga, we're losing manuals. Okay.
Yeah.
Manual transmission used to be an anti-theft deterrent for.
but him like flirting with the girl. Granted, again, she looks like she's a habitual line crosser of a cheater. Hey, look, she was telling her boyfriend, "Hey, dog." He
That's
literally
exactly what she told him too.
Hey, that part where she says, "Don't you love me?" I'm like, "Oh, you would have got kicked out the car on that one."
No. Here's where I would have cut the whole thing off. First of all, you're gonna read from the brochure that you have a SR10 Dodge Viper that you bring to high school to flex.
Sir, he's white. Okay,
my dad owns a dealership.
I understand, but still,
that's
my dad owns a dealership.
It's a 2003 Dodge Viper, right? And before the whole pissing contest begins, she has the nerve to step out and say, number one, Sean is racing for pink slips. He's got the car to back it up. And I see that Monte Carlo trying to eat that Viper. Just saying.
Yeah.
Number
they
two,
didn't get me is when he said that I only race for peak slips. You're 17,
sir. That's a 31-year-old, 17-year-old. All right,
I know, but I yelled that out because I'm like, you have to put it in perspective. These are high schoolers.
Yes, these are high schoolers. That is a 31-year-old, 17-year-old high school student, sir.
Let me tell you something, man. Zachary Ty Bryan has a child. It's like, yo.
I mean, listen. The very next time that a 45-year-old, 17-year-old decides to tell me that they race for pink slips,
I won't believe him. We can just go ahead and give him the car. Granted, that Monte Carlo probably costs more than that Viper anyway. Personally, so.
Probably
no. This is 2006. You can still get what is it? Parts are still obtainable, sir. That is a Chevy Monte Carlo.
Oh, so that Monte Carlo go for a pretty penny if you take it to Jackson fucking auction and shit. That's all I'm saying.
It matters who you take it. It matters who you take it to. Soup it up.
Now the location is the thing. Location is the thing because that whole southwest side, no muscle cars is just out there.
True.
Now, here's the thing I will say. I can give the Monte Carlo the edge, but here's me. That's a standard The standard ass fucking Viper. It just dusted. Like, here's the thing: Vipers look scary, but not a lot of them are gonna beat anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not too many are gonna
Only in
really
Gran
beat
Turismo.
anybody in a race.
Only in Gran Turismo. That's
And
about
don't
it.
even them; those are the GT3 cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the actual race cars. But outside of that, you're not going to see too many Vipers with all of that V10 actually beat somebody.
Gotta be honest with you.
I
as a-
know it
as a
sounds
kid,
stupid, but you're
I
not
find
going to
it-
see a lot of that.
I find it amazing that like the Vipers appeal to the kid side of an adult man, and then you start realizing like to D.
fangs in the front.
But then as D
I
pointed
like
out,
Dodges.
but
I
but
like
no,
Dodges.
no,
I
but
can
as D
respect
pointed out, it's like there's better cars than the Viper. Like
Just
I wanna
real talk.
say-
I
I wanna
love look, I
say,
love Dodge cars, but no, the Viper's some trash to me.
No,
man.
I want to say for the record, sir, that what we have in front of us is let's just say at max 365 horsepower going up against a 500 horsepower Viper. A V8 versus a V10.
it's possible.
Mhm.
But I just find it
Yeah.
amazing that they chose a abandoned housing development to race.
Oh, that
I
wasn't
like that.
abandoned. That was
Also,
that was a
actually-
housing development.
Well, houses being
were
built.
still being built.
But
No,
Eris,
but no,
Eris,
real,
can I say this one thing? Hold on.
like
Hold
just
on.
real quick.
Real quick. No, real quick. I have only one thing to say. Note that Monte Carlo was on Racing Slicks.
It
I just wanna
was.
throw that out there.
No. It was definitely on Racing Slicks.
That automatically gives you 10 more horsepower.
Now-
10 more seconds on your cutout, yeah.
And you got to remember that this is a 50-year-old playing a 17-year-old high school student. So that gave him an additional 175 horsepower on top of his 365
The experience.
off of experience.
Hey, Lucas Black has the face of a man that can definitely fix your rotors on your car.
Lucas Black look like he.
My ride.
Hey Lucas, Lucas. I like you around, man. But when my daughter's out here, I don't want to see you outside. What I do? I feel very uncomfortable with her talking to you unless I'm in the area. So I just want to put it out there. Lucas. Love your movies.
No, but hear me out. Hold on, hear me out. When you got homegirl saying, "How about me? Winner gets me."
Man, this is gonna be some good mid vagina.
I'm like, nah.
I was about to say that shit. It's a whole lot of mid here.
I'm sorry. This relationship is done, sir. I will not be racing you. I am sorry that I have insulted you. And as a matter of fact, here's a couple dollars. I know I busted out your window.
Yeah, that's right, pussy. No. He's a bully. That's right, wuss.
Hey, man, look. Fuck that race. I was ready to see my man fucking sling that fucking damn wrench and beat the shit out of some fucking people.
I was waiting for that too. Because notice how
This gotta be a good reason you going to Japan.
Hold up. Notice how,
I wish that was the reason.
Notice-
He really pulled a Vin
notice-
Diesel and beat the shit out of
sir. Notice how the starting five had his back, right? Like they all had his back. They were walking with him, thinking they was gonna jump him. The moment the wrench slid down his hand,
Hey,
like
Johnny,
a secret weapon.
Johnny Wrench came out. It's like, whoa, hey, buddy.
Everybody
buddy.
back
Hey,
up
whoa,
and saw
hey,
the
hey, hey.
wrench.
Like, hey.
That capones.
I was like, yo, what is this? A butterfly knife? I'm like, yo,
Yo, Nick, what the fuck is that? Is that a butterfly? Oh, that's a 10 millimeter.
I mean, he brought out the heavy wrench though.
Oh, that was here's what had me rolling.
That was the
wrench.
That was the 32. That was 32. That's the junk you use to take out your motherfucking rods and shit.
No, but here's the
No, gentlemen. That was the wrench from Dexter's lab.
No, but
that
here's
big
my-
ass wrench.
No, but here's my thing. Did
What,
y'all
bald
notice?
head, long beard, Dexter.
Yes.
Did y'all notice? Okay, when he throws the baseball, he stops. Right? Did you notice? And I didn't catch this. It took me a minute to really catch this. When he gets out and you see him have his hands behind the thing, like he already had the wrench like at the ready.
Oh yeah, he already went and grabbed it. He's like, "Yep, looks like I'm fucking up. Looks like I'm fucking up high schoolers tonight."
But to Dee's point, I was like, that would have been a dope reason. That's why he went to Japan. Like, yo, you put a kid in a hospital.
You beating somebody to death. The
You Batman everybody.
Yo, the Yakuza at that point, like, oh, crazy than what, boy?
Nah, you know what?
No, crazy gaijin.
Nah, Good.
Oh.
Nice, Chris. Nice. No, you want to know? You want to know what? You want to know what made them? Do you want to know what made them not go that angle?
What?
It'd have been too close to
Vince.
Dominic. No, it'd have been too close to
Toretto.
Dominic's like to the Toretto backstory of him hitting Kenny Limber with a torque wrench.
Beat the shit out of him, man.
Beat him into being a janitor.
A janitor at a high school that has to take the bus to work every day.
Dude, he really pulled the gal, go home and go to your family on that dude. I'm like, God damn.
So, but yeah, we get that crazy ass race
with Kid Rock playing.
Not gonna lie, I was hype.
This is
Bob is that song from me. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry. Look, after the first 2 weeks of knowing Kid Rock, I know what happened to me. I knew he was going to Post Malone the shit out of us.
Yes, he did.
I knew he was going to give us one or two, and all of a sudden he's whatever else.
Hey, it all ended.
I never liked Kid Rock.
And it all ended after American Badass, because what came after that? Cocky.
Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is this. I feel that as a Black collective, some people need to just understand and not be ashamed of the fact that they were fans of Kid Rock for a hot second, like we were.
Like Chris, I will give you that. I think you're a little bit too proud. Like Chris,
yo, you really did.
Hey Chris, I think you're a little bit too proud of it, but you're right. I think a lot of people are going to have to really, really make peace with the fact that you made that white.
I knew Ball with the Ball by heart. Like that's how much that I fucking listened to that goddamn song.
Real talk.
Sick.
The real talk. The only thing I like is this. My name is Kid. I actually think
everybody loves that part.
That's a little bit awesome.
Like I love that part myself. Ball with a Ball, Early Morning Stone Pimp. You Keep On.
I'm just saying. The second I saw that freaking fedora in the chain, I'm like, who is this cracker? Who is this cracker?
Why does he know Run DMC?
Did he ever do a song with Uncle Cracker? That's a good question.
That was oh God. Why did you have to resurrect that core memory of Uncle Cracker? That name was out of my head back in like 06.
I know.
I hate you. I really do.
It's what I'm here for.
Now my Spotify algorithm is gonna be fucked now because I'm gonna be like Uncle Cracker.
No, how you think
when you hit that smart shuffle, CJ? You're gonna hear Uncle Cracker.
I am
putting that evil energy out there.
All right, Chris, you remember how you mentioned Imagine Dragons? I'm with that with every what I like to call what you call that boom bap dad rock songs. Like I like Rag and Bone the first time I heard him. I'm only human after all. Like, all right, go ahead, white boy. And something hit me like this. Hey D, he's gonna be doing country music. Like, yeah, I know it. He is not nigga music. I knew it. See, everybody doing that right now with that dude that he playing on radio in my soul. Like, oh nah, D, he sings too much like a black person. He gonna walk out on this. Y'all know he is. Like, I'm so sick.
Hey, when it gets too heat, when it gets too hot, oh shit, pivot.
Oh yo, look, I already told my son. I'm like, look, I know a little bit of you like this nigga, but the second he don't look cool doing the jumper anymore, Jack Harlow is going to shrivel up into a cracker out of nowhere, and it's going to piss you off.
Do you know how sick that's gonna make me feel? Because I fucks with Jack Harlow too.
I hate Jack Harlow because I know he gonna do it. I'm already mad that I put my senses down and like Rockstar too hard and I let Post Malone through the door. I'm already mad I did that. So that's what I'm saying.
Post Malone's country is trash, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there.
It's trash. But look, black people, we are all responsible for one or two white acts who did our music for 2 seconds and then just said, thanks, niggers, and just never came back. Okay?
Hi, Mark.
We are all responsible for that. Now, before somebody asks, I'm a vouch for one person, and that's Pink. Pink didn't want to do none of that crap that LaFace had her do. She's like, oh, it's a Babyface song. Thanks.
Is that how
She didn't
black
want to
folks?
do
Is
none of
that how us black folks got duped to think she was a light skinned ass black?
Oh God, what was the nickname they called her? It was something really kind of offensive, but if you heard it, it was like, yo, y'all wrong. They called her nigga, not nigga pink, nigga white. I forgot what they called her.
I thought Pink
But
was light skinned. I ain't gonna lie.
I thought she was light skinned too. I really thought she was light skinned.
Go ahead,
too.
Pink light skinned. That's great.
Yeah, but she never wanted to do that music. Like I said, Pink did that. No, Pink was like, I didn't want to do this. L.A. Reid made me sing like a nigga. She said nigga. Anyway.
I'm
There
6
you
feet
go.
black.
There you go.
But nah. So my man literally after the race, because the Zachary Ty Bryan, his girlfriend, their parents are plugged in, which means they probably hold some political capital, or there's some rich donor in the area that they're in. That means my man Sean is going to be in deep trouble and go to jail. But
he's a repeat offender going up against wasps.
Yeah, third strike. So the proper solution to this, so him not being convicted, is you're going to live with your dad in Japan.
It's good to be a cracker, isn't it? But my
Just
dad lives overseas. Listen to me, Deontay. You're going right to juvie.
It's like just to be
credits,
just to avoid jail time. You mean to tell me I get a free trip to Japan?
I'm sorry, Chris hit me with credits. I'm sorry.
What?
No, when D said, "Oh, man, you said you're going to juvie," I was like,
"Oh God, no! I'm serious. Just to avoid jail time.
Good to be white, Eris.
No, I'm serious. To avoid jail time, and I get a free trip to Japan. I'm doing the shit too. Shit.
Good to be white.
Seriously.
Be white. What? You ain't got a dad that's overseas? Nah, man.
All I'm saying is, if I'm Sean and they're like, hey, you're going their first trip to Japan, this is me.
Habibi firebombing got a missile tuck. If them robbers come through, then I guarantee they give it up. Lifestyle huge.
It's like, oh shit, Japan, yay!
Japan, all the girls. I'm going to get a geisha. Remember, this is during the time when nobody knew anything about Japan.
Oh God,
memories of a geisha.
Yo, we're still going on. Y'all had to be around in the 2000s for people to still think World War II shenanigans still go down in Japan. I mean, they kind of do.
No. Also, I'm gonna be real too. There was a period of time where white people, they still do it to this day. They have this fascination with the aesthetics of certain eras.
The Orientals.
Yeah, they had that was the aesthetic. I'm like, but do you understand the time period of this? Oh, y'all just like the vibes and aesthetics. That's what this.
It's very interesting that I have to say white culture does that. They did it with the Egyptians, they did it with the Asian, they did it with the Japanese, the Chinese, the Indians. They did it with the Mongolians at one point, but they love going back to Japanese, Chinese, India, and the Egyptians. White people just love cosplaying them. So
somebody was talking about the
cosplaying them so much. The second black people started doing anime, you can't do that. You don't have the hair for
it. Oh man, but nah, like he goes to Japan.
No, wait, hold on, Chris. And now because of that, whenever you go to a con, you have to be told, "Oh, safe spaces is over there."
Safe spaces, Harris. Because we need these safe spaces. Somebody might look at my shitty cosplay. It says that it's shitty. My heart's going to break because I put time and effort into my shitty costume.
Look, we talk about just not judging people, but sometimes you have to, break some spirits in order to.
Yeah. And sometimes, girl, you too fat to be playing motherfucking Sailor Mars.
You really gonna walk around in them red heels all day, huh?
Hey, James. I know you're trying to break barriers and trying to be different, but your dick is falling out of that skirt. I don't care. You trying to be Maka off a Soul Eater, and your dick just hanging out when you just crouch. Stop that. That's nasty. That's nasty, my nigga.
Speaking of nasty, I like how
Your
Sean's
balls
dad.
all rubbing on the ground. You trying to be cute, trying to dip and stuff. Nigga, stop that.
Speaking of nasty but funny,
I'm gonna need to put a cup on you because it's too wild, nigga.
Sean's dad popping up saying, "Sean, I didn't know you were going to be here," and he is entertaining a prostitute.
I love how
that was-
American that is. How American it is to just throw the coat on her.
Or as Sue,
he gave it a get out here.
As Sue says, the whores.
Yes, the whores.
Sir,
Get these niggas off. Get these niggas off my screen.
I love the fact that it's you two that's been posting them right now. I have laid off from touching that damn button.
I'm trying to hurry up with this review because I'm trying to hurry up with this review. Don't look at D.
No, but listen, no. See. The both of y'all went straight for the whores. I was just going to say very respectfully,
Lady of the night.
Lady of the night.
Yeah, lady of the night. He put her coat on. Yeah. You
I
know,
mean, he respectfully put her coat on. You can tell her hair was all messed up.
It's the Barbie meme that all the women on Twitter use and shit.
Not to mention
she wasn't that messed up yet.
Man. No. That was clearly sex hair that she had going.
Oh yeah.
And also
disheveled.
Very disheveled. Yes, it was quite like disheveled hairstyle, and you know when you only got like a half a second to take one comb, and then that's you know what I mean.
Get out, bitch! My son here. That's what that was. My son.
And then not to mention that she did have that embarrassed look on her face that like while she was outside and leaving.
My thing is this: here's your boy, like. Yeah, it was on the 7th. Today's the 7th?
Today is.
But because I thought it was, America. Like, yeah. Where can you sleep, Dad? I'm like, hold on, little nigga. You the one that had to come here and disturb
my nice digs.
My life. You get your ass in that cramped ass bedroom and shut the hell up. Because I don't want to hear from you.
Whole ass closet.
Now I want to bring up a couple
whole ass luxury closet you got right there.
I want to bring up a couple of continuity screw ups here.
Oh.
Number one, when he's on the plane, okay, that was a nice shot of the plane, land in Tokyo. The shot of him, like the shot of him on the elevator, I'm like, okay, that was a nice sneaky shot that y'all was able to get there, Justin Lin. That was great. That was cool. And then having him at the airport, I want to assume that was LAX because they never actually shot
LAX. Probably most.
I want to say that it was, but then again, no, they had the actual taxi there. So here's something that's funny. So you know how when he was on the plane, when he was trying to get through, when he was trying to make it like find his way through Tokyo just to get to his dad's place. Remember how he had like a bunch of bags, but then when he shows up at his dad's place, he only had like one bag.
Yeah.
So because he didn't have money, the cab driver drives off with his bag. It was a deleted scene. And I was like, why didn't they keep that in the movie?
Really just... Oh, man.
He was actually having a whole conversation back and forth with the cab driver, and because he didn't have money, he took his bag.
So basically, Sean's enrolled in the school, and he wakes up late, and he has to go through the hustle and bustle of getting dressed and going through morning commutes on the train, which it looks like it's probably chaotic like that. Is it?
Yes, it is. Early morning, especially if you got, especially in Tokyo, early morning train is chaotic as fuck. I mean, it is a fire code violation waiting to happen. When you got those videos that you see of the train staff or the security guards like pushing people to pack them into a train.
Yeah, that
is a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, I think the way they went about it was actually perfect and stuff. And then him getting to the school.
By the way, deleted scene. Mm-hmm. So that shot of him trying, number one, we actually don't even see him get on the train because like remember when he gets into the class and like some of the students noticed him, But then you notice that Neela noticed him, and she had that look like she's seen him before.
Which she did see him on the train.
On the deleted scene, there was a whole interaction between him and DK's boy where they was about to fight on the train, and she completely de-escalated that situation by taking his bag and yeeting it outside the outside the door of the train, which made him late.
Yeah. So So
it was a dick move, but at the same time, she did kind of save him from embarrassment and getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. So he gets to the school. Obviously, he has that little, I'm new here and stuff, and they tell the whole Wabaki,
Yes, the slippers.
Yeah,
That's
the slippers.
thing.
That is the thing.
The most uncomfortable shit in those damn schools.
Now, is the school lunches like that?
That had to been some kind of private high school or some shit, because ain't no way in hell.
Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell.
Yeah. I kind of figured it wasn't like legit, but I was like,
no, I mean it's legit, but that has to be some kind of private school, because ain't no way you got lunches that are that good, that good looking. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Because during my time over there, number one, you didn't go through no damn buffet line to get your lunch. First of all, the kids were serving the kids,
which
just like how there's no janitors in schools in Japan. The kids and the staff clean the school every day.
Team effort.
Super team effort.
No
responsibility. Anyway.
Anyways, he meets Twink, Bow Wow's character, who is pretty much the hustler, as D said. He had the brand. What Jordans were those?
It was 2006, so
it was all red.
Yeah, they were all red Jordans, but they weren't like. I'm trying to remember what Jordans they were. And I know he mentioned LeBron James couldn't get his hands on those. I'm like, they weren't the 13s. See, now you got me looking it up.
Air Jordan 21 OG suede.
Oh, yeah, the 21s.
So he's,
in other words, it was a shoe I didn't care about.
Yeah, so he brings that up to him and says, I can get you anything and all that stuff. And he notices the steering wheel. And
Sparkle steering
wheel. So we cut to them going to the garage, and he's going through all the cars and stuff, and boom, we see Twink's car, which is a Incredible Hulk themed.
That was an Incredible Hulk themed Volkswagen Touran.
Yeah, which I've seen it without all that stuff. It's a nice little vehicle.
Yeah,
it ain't my like cup of tea or anything, but it's like a nice little thing to have and stuff. I like the customization of it and stuff. The idea of Hulk busting out of it and stuff. But it's a corny car. I mean,
very corny.
Very.
I don't understand. I think Craig Lieberman talked about it. I know he said Bow Wow's car is like up there in the top 10 worst Fast and Furious cars.
It's not really a racing car though. That's all.
No. Just cars that's in Fast Furious. Period. Number one, I think both number one and number two, I believe, are from Too Fast, Too Furious, and that was Tyrese's Eclipse and Ludacris's NSX. Man had a Louis Vuitton, freaking not plastic, a Louis Vuitton vinyl wrap NSX. I mean, brother, ew.
But nah, so they drive into it, and that's what I brought up with Sue earlier about like those car meetups. But that's where we get the big car meetup, and they play the song, and they driving through and seeing all the chicks there and stuff, and the camaraderie and stuff. And that's where we see the main players, which is Han, DK, and DK's boy,
Morimoto,
and
Neela.
Yeah, and Neela. And Sean's having a conversation with Neela, the whole thing of that was a V8, that wouldn't happen, and that whole spiel.
Granted, she did roll through in a Mazda RX-8 though.
I was never a fan of the RX-8.
Neither was I.
I was never a fan of it. I think a lot of people at the time preferred it over the S2000 at the time, but it was kind of I know it was a weird time. Yeah.
I almost threw up in my mouth. Man.
I know that because you remember people were very but you know people were very like weren't really keen on the S2000 at that time.
Are you kidding me? This was right around the time of the S2000s. Their refresh year. They were
but
second
I know,
year.
Well, being at the time I was out in California, I knew some people that kind of preferred the RX-8 over the S2000.
They wanted it for the gimmick of the 4 doors, like the 4 doors and the 4 seats that honestly they were not meant for adults.
Nah, that was like little kids and maybe
barely little kids,
women under 5'4" or something like that. You know.
So I did some digging around, by the way, on that RX-8. Would you believe that car has been passed around? Craig Lieberman had to track that car down because he always wanted to know what happened to it, like the hero car, basically, like whatever happened to it. That thing has gone through, I want to say almost 9 or 13 owners. It's been repainted. It had, it's been repainted. It had like other kinds of body work done to it, but eventually he did find it. So it's still alive and well. It hasn't been destroyed. You know, rest in peace to Leon's illegal Skyline from the first.
I'm going to say illegal. Thank you.
Rest in peace to the Motor X Skyline.
Hey, look, man, you talking about all the cars here and stuff. Han's RX-7 still to me it was like that was the car that I loved in this movie. Yeah.
That RX-7 is beautiful.
I mean, it's giving very Initial D-ish Takahashi vibes for sure.
It is if Keisuke Takahashi wanted to go wide body and no pop-up headlights, because like I would say this is like final stage version of his car. Yeah. From stage 4? Because remember stage 4 when he went and got the freaking black hood and he got like all the extra like accessories to the body after he got into that accident. Yeah. Bruh, this is the final stage.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. That like you can really see the inspiration of Initial D all throughout this fucking movie.
Even DK's fucking, because wasn't it around this time
even DK's car too, yeah.
Yeah, because wasn't this around the time that they were really like pushing the 240?
No, 240 wasn't even in this at all.
I mean, 350Z.
DK was rolling the 350Z,
and wasn't Morimoto doing the 300?
He also had a 350.
Which one had the new Z?
It was only that one.
I thought it was a fast movie that had the one after the 370.
What
was it? 373?
The 370. The 370 was only in Fast 5 for like a brief second.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking it was this.
And that was when they were like trying to test cars to see which one could beat the camera.
Yeah, but I remember like the 350Z in this movie. Everybody fucking went out and fucking was getting 350Zs after this movie.
Because this was around the time the 350Z got that engine upgrade to finally hitting 307 horsepower.
It's like the Wonkin Midnight fucking dude tuning your Tahani. Was it Tanai fucking update? When you update your car.
Yeah.
DK, both of them drive the 350. You know, him and Sean beefing. He was like, "All right, let's race." He was like, well, what car? And that's where Han,
like, nigga, what, your skateboard?
Han hands him his keys to his Sylvia,
the S15 Spec S,
with a Skyline engine in it.
And what did this cracker
RB26 motor?
And what did this cracker immediately do with it? Disrespect it.
Oh man, my man, when he sat there and said, "Do you know what DK stands for? Donkey Kong." He is so done.
What's a drift? Can you explain to me what drift is before I start to like?
So we're gonna go in. So we go.
He asked for a 30-second crash course on how to drift. Bow Wow talk about. All right, there's lots of ways you can do this. Hand braking is the easiest. Is what you do is I want you to rip the e-brake, and when you do that, I want you to power over.
You know what?
He gave up and just said, "You know what? Just don't wreck it."
Here's the funny thing.
Like, Bow Wow, you are a lousy teacher.
Here's the funny thing, and I understand not knowing how to drift and how drift can help you in at least in the races that they were doing. But this nigga was turning like he never turned a car before, and that is what was hurting me.
It turned into a fucking video game tutorial. Like, this is the tutorial stage. Here's how you drift.
He's hard breaking, slamming and everything. He should have killed a couple of people in this.
Here's my thing. I'm pretty sure he would have gotten away with just immediately, as soon as he stepped ahead of DK, hitting the brakes hard and then turning, and then just all of a sudden that fucks up DK.
Thing is, you got to be close enough to DK in order to do that.
True.
Him tapping the brakes and slowing down into the turns would have done him a miracle.
Oh,
But
yeah.
no, this nigga swung the car around like your typical Nissan Altima driver, and just like, yo, like I don't understand.
Wow, throwing knives at me and shit. Like, God damn,
Chris,
I drive all.
Hey Chris, it ain't my fault. You drive a baby mama special.
That is a baby mama special,
not my
though.
fault.
First
If
off,
I gotta
Nissan
take
gave me a great
Chris,
deal.
Hey Chris, if I gotta take my lumps with you, Chris went for the white man response, and I loved it. Hey, they gave me a good deal under APR for this, and I actually think it's.
I mean, he ain't lying. They did give me a good APR deal.
Like I said, like they ain't my fault. That oh yeah, after a couple months of serving the people of my neighborhood, Eris, it is official. The Nissan Altima is the hood car of
course.
right now. No, like it's official. It ain't just for the baby mamas. No, apparently it's for every nigga that want to steal their baby mama's car. For every dude that just want a fast car, but he really don't know cars that much. That's what they do.
Don't buy a fucking Nissan Altima.
I've always said people buy Altimas because they couldn't afford Maximas.
I say you buy the Altima because what you really wanted was the Impala, but they didn't have that shit. You like, I guess I take an Altima.
Nah, the Maxima is what you buy when you couldn't get an Impala.
No, a Sentra is what you get when you couldn't get a Maxima. Do you know how many niggas come up to me and I'm like, why are you pushing that shit like it's a Maxima?
Nah, I always said Sentra. Sentra is what you get when you couldn't get the Civic Si.
Nah, nigga. Sentra is if you couldn't get a Civic at all.
Exactly. Because niggas that don't get the Civic they like get a Civic anyway.
What you mean to tell me? It's like you mean to tell me, my man, you couldn't even afford a Civic DX?
Nah.
Ew.
My cousin had this car.
Yeah, that was my very first car too. I had a Civic DX.
Oh my god, yeah. But yeah, the DX stuff.
Until DR wrecked it, and I got upgraded to an EX. Yay!
Now hang on. Before we even get off this part, right before the race, there was a couple of people that was there at the starting line. I want to shout out. One was Satoshi Sumabuki, who is credited as exceedingly handsome guy who does the
I remember first time seeing him, I'm like, who are you supposed to be? And I still don't know who that person
some pretty J-pop star. I don't fucking know.
No, he's actually from my understanding, he's and a lot of them get labeled this a comedian because he's always on like if you ever watch Japanese TV, like a lot of those times when there's like a bunch of them sitting on a panel and they just be talking about stuff and they got a whole crowd in front of them, they're comedians.
Yeah, he does look funny looking, so
I get it.
And the one
What Chris did nothing. Go ahead, keep going.
And the person that was there, because I had to stop the movie myself when I saw it, and I said, "Wait a minute, I know you." The one who said, ready, seto, that whole thing. I had to run upstairs and then search through my freaking archives, and there she was, Little Miss Kylie Yu. I still have this magazine in the RIP Import Tuner magazine.
Brother, what's that?
And the irony is that it's an S2000.
Import Tuner.
What year is that?
Import Tuner.
The year for this one, sir, was right there, November 2000.
Brother,
Import tuner to me was part of the weeb collection that you had to have.
That's
This
why
was
I'm
the
doing this. This is why I'm treating Eris like this right now.
This was the extent of my weebness. Like, sir, freaking wheels that don't exist anymore.
Sue, I hope you have
Some
kids.
BBSs down there still exist. Don't do that.
Nah.
Sue, I hope
The
you
whole
have
BBS
kids.
line is still available. Don't do that shit.
Yeah. It's just, you got kids. You better show them import tuner magazine.
I
Trust
never
me.
had. I always had. I never really cared for the car magazines, even though I had a few. I never really
Nigga,
had.
I
I
had
never
a
held on to that.
Sir, I had a subscription to Performance Auto and Sound.
Look, let me tell you something. Devin hit it on the nail here. My man was hitting everything into everything. When he hit it the first time, I was like, when he came whipping around that corner, you saw the fucking car was beat to shit. I was like, oh.
Nah, when he got up to the top of that little spire, when he got up to the top of that spire. Speaking of which, DK flexing, going all around that truck all perfect. Then here comes a motherfucking Luke. I'm like, are you hitting the wall? Can't you turn properly? What did you?
I like how Hans' face.
I hate this movie so much.
Hans' face was all of our collective faces when we saw it. Like,
nah,
teach this white boy how to drive.
Nah, I'll give Han the credit because the fact that this movie took place
he knew he was going to be in other sequels.
No, it wasn't
just
even
to
that.
live like I got you, my nigga.
No. The fact that this movie takes place between 6 and 7. When you think back to the shenanigans, of the heist, the Brazilian heist that is Fast 5, man's walking around with $11 million.
Yeah.
Eris, are you going to start breaking out this Hideo Kojima level lore?
We all know the
we all know the lore.
We know the lore. The lore is lore.
Yeah. This movie is actually officially canon thanks to Furious 7. And the fact that anytime Han had to do anything, remember at the beginning of Fast 5, Han, it's been a good run. It's time for you to go do your own thing. Heard they're doing some crazy shit in Tokyo. Think I might check it out. Eating those goddamn chips. And then
He's a smoker.
I know. He's a smoker. That was the thing. His character was supposed to be a smoker in this movie, and he's like,
too stereotypical.
No, and he said that. He said, I don't really want to be presented like that. So
He could have been Monte.
He's got to be doing something. So he's always got to have something in his hand. So eat chips. Just have him just eat snacks. Now, hold up. I think what was it? In Furious 6, and even at the end of Fast 5, remember he was with Gal Gadot, and she, he was like, I always want to go to Monaco. What about Tokyo? We'll get there eventually. And then at the end of Furious 6, he finally makes his move and goes to Tokyo, and then we see dated ass footage of him driving through Shibuya getting chased by freaking DK and the crash, and freaking Jason Statham shows up, freaking Shaw shows up.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Look, I like how that first race, that motherfucker goes to school in a daze, and here is Han standing outside the school, and he's like, I'll pay you back for the car. As though you had a choice.
Why are you talking like you got a choice, man? No, matter of fact, he already hit it with that first threatening line, which is
don't leave town. I mean, look, man, you wrecked my Sylvia. You might get some distance in your face.
That night.
Fate on sight.
But then
this is fate on sight, man. But
then you come to find out that, oh, wait a minute. Nah, I was willing to sacrifice my Sylvia just knowing that I was able to get a friend and somebody who turned out to be DK's kryptonite.
But also Sean's dad when he came in the house.
What's that, nigga? wish that happened.
That should have happened. If I was the dad, I'm whooping your ass.
But let's be real.
Come on,
No, but let's be real.
Ass.
Let's be real, D. You said it earlier before we did this podcast. Oh, what's the first thing your dad said when you showed up? I better not see or hear about you being anywhere near a car. Got to be that guy. Wouldn't be much of a movie if he actually listened to his dad.
Then shut the fuck up in 2024.
You sound dumb. That's like at the beginning.
I like crashing out when you said it. Well, D, would he be Dutch as a movie? Just shut the fuck up.
Because that's just like First Blood Part 2. John, the movie can't continue until you say that you'll do it.
I know.
John.
You fucking idiots.
Hold on, Eris. I just noticed this about that clip. Right by my head, you see where how much the time is. I noticed the little message that come up. He said he going crazy, Myron chill. I just realized I just saw it. Next time you play that clip, look at it.
I've seen it.
Speaking of which, how about getting this guy? She ain't getting fucking murdered by E Honda in the fucking tea house and shit.
Dog.
That was a whole Samoan, by the way.
Whole ass Samoan nigga. That one the jet. Here's the funny thing about the sumo wrestlers. A lot of sumo wrestlers aren't a lot of the champions aren't Japanese. They're usually like Americans
on that fucking damn sumo.
They're usually like Americans. They're like Samoans or they Tongans. They're just really, really big brown people. That's the only challenge the Japanese got.
With the Kuma tattoo, though.
The Kuma tattoo, bro.
That's when you know he's there. But apparently, he owes Han money and stuff, and throws that motherfucker out the tea house and gives like, "Oh, Khan, you could have came in yourself and could have got this."
Sir, that was not a tea house. That was a public bath.
Public bathhouse, which you,
actually no.
Are they good?
They're quite clean.
I know. I bet they're quite clean. Did you wash your balls in that place?
I have never actually, participated in said bathhouse.
Lie again.
I'm just saying.
Lie again.
I have shot a movie. Again, I have shot a scene. I shot a scene there.
Close enough.
Woo! Air shot a scene there.
Tell us about your Tokyo adventures, O Negrodamus.
Tell us about the porno that you did out there. We told you that you were doing that.
Look, nigga. I can neither confirm nor deny nor continue said alleged stories.
Eris with the boom mic. Here's Eris with the boom mic. I mean, they dicks are small, but they're not that small for
No. Actually, D, this was D, this was me holding the boom mic. Oh God, I can see the pixelation in real life.
How funny would that be? Say Eric's about to bang out his wife for the first time. She take off her skirt.
Oh my God, damn it!
Well,
This mosaic. This mosaic. Oh my God, it makes sound effects. I didn't know I do that.
Well, Eric's block a charge.
Are we bringing up Paul Walker again?
No, I have been to those public bathhouses, and like I said, very clean, much like the country, except for Shibuya on Friday and Saturday nights.
So true or false? If you go 130K, is that actual real thing with the police?
That is the highest level of bullshit.
I was just saying. I thought so.
Straight bullshit. Okay.
So let me get this straight.
They got a 370Z. That's a cop car.
That's why, Chris. Do you know that
Skylines are cop cars?
I was going to say that, Chris.
Why do they have the best cop cars and we're still stuck with them? God
Eric,
damn it.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. I'm no Eris. Hey, Chris. I hate to be this person. We have Challengers and Chargers.
That's boring to me. All right. Can I get my imports?
We have Mustangs.
I'd rather
we have cars that will be like this. Hey, buddy, this is an RX-7. I'm gonna need you to pull this over right now. Yeah, I'm not even trying in this car right now. Turn it over now. We got cars. Look, I'm sorry. Look, I understand American cars. Ooh, stinky. Look. Understand American cars. Ooh, stinky gas mileage. Fuck that shit, nigga. Put respect on my country, yeah. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
he said the magic word is skyline. I'm like, oh, ho, ho, ho.
Speaking of which, and I was about to say, yeah, on Gran Turismo. On Gran Turismo, I got a Skyline safety car, young nigga. That thing is 700 horsepower. I love it, man. But yeah, but when you said that, I was like, so let me get this straight. Really? I expect the Cook County sheriffs in Chicago to be like, yeah, they're too fast. I expect that. I expect that one them get that PG county cop going, woo! What was that? That was a vet. Who in the game? Like, I expect that. Okay,
Crab Cake's great.
Yeah, these crab cakes bomb as hell. I expect a regular ass cop, but you want to hit this thing like it's a fact. The Japanese cops don't chase nobody out there. You know why I hate that part, Eric? So you want to know the real reason I hate that part? Ladies and gentlemen, back then, whatever information we got from the land of the rising sun, we took that gospel. So I know for a fact Weebs in 2000 heard that line and go, in Japan, they don't pull you off. Fuck out of here.
Can I make another?
Can
I make another point? The thing with this, like the other thing about that shit, because if that was really true, that going, what was it, over 180K, going over that the cops don't even bother chasing you. If that was the case, people who get together and race on the highway wouldn't be rotating where to meet up and race every freaking night.
Yeah.
Because cops in Japan, they know they got the cars to chase these people down.
Exactly.
But hey, guys,
I don't want to hear that. They got that all over the world like that at this point, man.
Guys,
look, because you know how American cops do over here, where there's a group of cars, they over there like, first dude that rev too hard. We right there. The Japanese cops are doing the same thing, nigga.
Good. The good, you know what? Interesting thing about that, much like how you know how cops always be making their way over to the takeovers and bangers here in America, where like it's always some dumbass in a Mustang who don't know how to control the shit, be crashing.
It's always a Mustang.
It's always a Mustang, and they always got to crash in the motherfuckers. Like inside of a parking lot, or they got to over rev when they're leaving the event and shit.
Those are Chargers. Now Chargers are the ones that are doing.
It ain't even Chargers. It's any car. It's any car with a.
But you're right. Any car.
Any car with a horsepower number over 300 is doing all of that.
But guys, the most important part is secret.
Out there two-stepping and shit.
The secret pachinko parlor parties that's in the back. That has
maybe
hot models. That has models because Tokyo is the fashion capital of the world.
Sir, that is a maybe. I'm gonna call that a maybe.
All right, that's where D came in. Like, first off, hi South Korean girl. Second of all, that was the first problem D had. Even when I was watching this movie the first time, I said that. Yeah. So
Also apparently Tokyo fashion capital of the world. So hot chicks go to secret pachinko parlor parties
because Bow Wow is the little dude that makes you laugh, and he's the one that hooked all that up.
Also, my man, you out here at a fucking party and you're trying to pop, Snicker bars, really?
Hey man, hustler.
Snicker bars.
First of all, sir, Americano Snicker Hushi.
I never want to hear that.
When I first heard that, I thought you made that up. Come to find out, no, that is really what you.
I don't want to ever hear Bow Wow speak Japanese ever in any capacity ever again.
I don't ever.
No.
This is why I'm glad I was not in that conversation between Michael B. Jordan and Megan, because I'm pretty sure he was trying to do the mansplaining of anime to her. And she was like, Yu Yu Hakusho, I know about. Okay. Yeah,
Naruto. It's Naruto. Naruto. You said Naruto.
No. I don't know where to go. I know that song, nigga. That's nice. Kid. Ooh, that was Kid. Did you watch the anime, nigga?
Nah. Look, I love Michael B. Jordan, but he's over the big. Like, but you know me, I'm Creed.
You understand? You understand? See, it reminds me of that time the Raku. Don't do that. Don't you? Hey, look. Here's Megan. Here's Megan. Don't you dare make any reference to Inuyasha right now.
It's like no.
Hey, this the irony that D has with this is this. Hey, Megan, these songs ain't hitting. Don't worry, I'm cosplaying, nigga. We about to get these numbers up.
Sir. So
apparently, Dipset playing. It's Dipset. Here we
Jewel's
go. Don't stop now.
the whistle song. Probably the last
Here we go.
hit.
Don't stop now.
The last hit that we would ever hear from Joel Santana. You want to talk about an album that has so much wasted potential on the back end?
I don't think it was his fault. Yes, I do.
Yes, you and I both agree.
Any nigga that dresses up in
100%.
5 layers, you already know the vibes. All right, come on.
Nah, it was that other song. Hey, mommy, you sexy. Hey, mommy,
you're
sexy.
beautiful.
Can I get that number? That was the shit. That party in the back was cool though.
That party was.
I ain't go front. I wish that was the one time watching the movie. I was like, "Oh, wish I could be there."
Oh,
why are we going this way? Let's go back over there.
Nah, we gotta see Sean get his Land Evo.
Which, by the way,
that was the newest one that came out that year, wasn't it?
The Evo that Sean has in this movie is the Evo 9.
Yeah, that came out that year, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The Evo 9 came out.
I think it came out that year. If I'm mistaken, it probably came out the year prior, but I think it came out that year.
Evo 9 was year before.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you remember there was that whole battle between the WRX and the Land Evo, and who was gonna win it all on the 4-door, and then Subaru ended up winning out because they still.
It is funny, and it's not. Here's the fun part about that: it wasn't just in the regular sales of the car; it was also in the racing of the car. Subaru just took over, man. At this point, Mitsubishi is still there, but it's really Ford, Honda, and Subaru. Everybody else is just trying to catch up. Even BMW and all the rest of them, they're trying to catch up when it comes to the rally cars.
Subaru, man, look, the game changers with Subaru really came in the next movie, Fast Four, when Brian had that fucking the WRX that was the hatchback. That was the game changer for them.
Hey, the car that every Filipino in the DMV drives.
I hate you because you're fucking right.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, man. Y'all copied and pasted
each
other, man.
Soon as 495 goes right into Northern Virginia.
Hey, all of a sudden like this. Hey, what's your name? Like, hey, man. I said, like, hey, how you doing, man? Is that JoJo?
So
Jolly B. Is that Jolly B you got over there? Yeah. Hey, bro, you Filipino? I'm Filipino too. Hey, nice WRX. Thanks.
So funny thing about
Thanks.
so funny thing about that Land Evo is, do you know that when they had that car, that car was the hero car for like any time it wasn't doing any crazy stunts or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That car was brought out for 2 promotional events for this movie when it was released, right?
Yeah.
It went overseas, came back, and it just sat in California for almost 15 years.
Wow.
Until a YouTuber by the name of Dustin Williams, shout out to Legends Media, found it, documented it, bought the car, and brought it back to life. Did so, and I'm dead serious. It was actually the hero car. It's the one time that a Fast and Furious movie has a hero car that didn't, they did nothing with it after the movie's initial release. Like when it first came out, it had a little bit of promo here there, and then nothing.
Wow.
Like sold in a private auction or nothing. I mean, the car just sat.
That's crazy.
Like it sat like, I don't want to say it was abandoned, but it just sat in, I think it was a junkyard.
To be lucky to get that kind of, as
a matter of fact, it was a junkyard because at the time Dustin was trying to look for parts for the for his wife's 280Z, and he just happened to look over yonder and just see the car just chilling. Like, is that the Tokyo Drift Evo? And come to find out it was. He looked up the VIN number and everything. It used to belong to Universal, and then they got rid of it. And and I want to say it was mostly because this movie wasn't like a hit, so they kind of just let the car go.
Yeah, it was a moderate hit, but it was definitely one of those, like, it really wasn't until, like I said, we said at the top, like when it came out that Vin was in the extra credits, that's what boosted up the movie.
Well, no, Vin showed up in the reshoot. That's what that was.
No. Well, I'm saying with the after, the ending of the movie.
No, the ending of the movie was that it was just
what I'm talking about is after opening weekend for this movie, when it came out, like, oh shit, like word of mouth, because word of mouth, obviously.
Oh yeah, because he's surprised cameo uncredited appearance in the movie, but that was clearly the reshoot.
Oh no, I'm not talking about reshoot. I'm just saying, like, that was the only reason why it became the moderate hit. But like you said, it's just one of those things where that hero car not being as recognizable in comparison to, say, like we said, in the first movie, the Eclipse,
the Eclipse,
RX-7,
the RX-7,
all that stuff is just
the once again,
I say even the Skyline to a lesser extent.
Well, you can't say that because that thing is the size of a cube. RFP Motor X. But no, I mean, but that one, like I said, that car was actually found, and dude, here's the cool part with what Dustin did, because I watched, since I follow his YouTube channel, he got the car imported back to Japan. And he took it there and got it souped up and everything by like one of the random Evo, not Evo factories, but like one of the like Evo specialists over there.
Oh, okay.
And then of course he got it back to the States. So now he's got that car running even better than it did, when it was around. But getting that red Evo was actually pretty dope. I mean, again, to be white, to be fished out of water and white.
That man, Han. Hey, look, $11 million that he had.
Failed up. This nigga failed upward the entire movie, huh?
All he had to do, I mean, no, hold on, let's think about it. He was slightly winning over Neela because, prior to all of this mess that was happening, he was using Southern Boy charm, and because at first he was trying to talk shit when he met her outside of a pachinko spot, and then when he apologized to her, and again, good Southern Boy charm. Also, not to mention saving Bow Wow from getting his ass whooped over a broken iPod. I gotta be real with you.
That is the most 2000s.
No, wow. I gotta be real with you. Could never be me. Okay, yeah. It can never be me.
I mean, look, what I'm saying is, this man gets this.
I'm not gonna sit here and take the hit.
Get started on this thing of trying to learn how to drift and failing spectacularly by fucking up that car to the point to where the fucking damn spoiler on it gets ripped off when he rounds a corner. Like, it's terrible. Even the real life Drift King is sitting there fishing like, the fuck is that?
Dude, there were so many uncredited cameos in this movie.
It was really just on some, like, the hell was that kind of shit. So that happened. So
I will say this, as much as, like I said, I love how important drifting is to racing as a whole. It really is. Sometimes it can help you. Sometimes it can ruin it's a daring move that can either ruin your whole race or, you just got an extra 2 seconds or whatever have you. I like how there's that way, but during this time of 2000s, I felt that nobody could handle explaining drifting without making it look like some superhero shit like they did in Initial D. And even when you learn about how the real life Drift King did his whole thing and how it was a big cultural thing in Japan, I feel like it's one of the most overstated moves in fucking motorsport.
I mean,
like,
drifting?
Dude, the drift, just like stop.
But I think it's kind of funny because it's like,
but at the same, like I said, I can see the importance of it because, like I said, it does have a real importance in motorsport. But at the same time, it's like, It ain't nitrous, nigga. Bring it in.
I mean, because it's just like you think about like how we treat something that's different from NASCAR and stuff. I mean, you know, people in America look at F1 like, oh my God, this is crazy race. And then they see drifting as like this next level, like, oh man, look at the technical.
I think in America, America doesn't give itself not enough credit for what it's into when it comes to motorsport. You know what I mean? We you know, as a country used to being, we're so used to being, or at least in our mind thinking we're number one. When we're not number one, you're gonna have it ain't gonna have the big, you know, audience that you want to have for that shit. And I think it's like, man, we don't care about drifting. No, we don't care about Indy enough. No, we don't care about NASCAR enough. That's American. No, we don't care about F1. That's the best in the world. You know what Americans really don't care for? And we should, because I didn't know it was number 2 in the world. I didn't know that Moto GP, the motorcycle race, is number 2 in the world. I didn't know that.
It's great.
Of all the motorsports, that's number 2. It's underneath F1. And I'm like, for real? We're not into the rally series like that. And hell, we're not into different formula series like a lot of Europeans and some Asian countries are. Yeah. So, but I think we don't give ourselves enough credit for us producing some badass drivers. And yeah, I know, again, American cars, we kind of Americans ourselves, we kind of frown on them. We make some nasty ass machines.
Even Japan had races. It was like street races where they were drifting around corners and stuff.
Yeah. And like I said, we think, well, we don't do that in America. Nigga, we got American drivers that look at that like, give me 2 days and do just as good as the
the rally races are probably the closest you get to something like that when you watch it and stuff in a way.
Yeah, but I'm just saying just in general, yeah, it's kind of funny how we don't give ourselves enough credit for that shit. At least to me, at least I always feel that we don't do that. You know, whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just the whole thing with him trying to learn how to drift. He's trying
wrecking another car doing it.
Yeah, wrecking another car doing it and stuff. He's trying to get close with old girl and stuff while he's learning and stuff. And
which is corny as hell to me. That she goes from no DK, no.
I like the gaijin because I too am a gaijin.
Hi. I love that little thing they try to make it like, you don't even know what you are, you mutt. They try to do that to her ass. I love it.
Even to the point to where like Han breaks down his story about how, like, I think Sue mentioned it earlier about how he said basically Japan is his Mexico basically and stuff.
I thought that was hilarious.
No, that line of like, you know, how so what got you, like, what brought you here in the first place? Like, how'd you end up here? It's like, you know, those cowboys, like those movies where the cowboys always making a run for the border. This was my Mexico.
That being said, when he said that, here's me. That's a lot of nerve for a Korean inside of Japan. That's a hope a Japanese person.
Sir, you would not. Sir, you would not. You would not sit here.
That's a hell of a line.
You would not sit here and act like.
Hey, for my history buffs, Ricky Dozen was killed by the Japanese. He was a South Korean wrestler. That's what Han just did. He just pulled a Ricky Dozer move right there. This is my Mexico. The Yakuza. I'm like, nigga, what? Click, what? This is what to you? Whatever. Bro.
Sure, Yakuza looking at Han like this.
Full uppercut.
That was more DK when he found out that Han was stealing from him.
Nah, that was what DK was about to do to homegirl when he saw her touching. That nigga had "I'ma slap this girl" written all over his face, y'all.
I mean, he's a fucking 25-year-old dude hanging around high schoolers, so you know, it is what it is, you know.
Bro, you know what? I was with
Chris. You just mentioned everybody in this movie's 36.
No,
okay?
and I love the fact that Han said it too. Like the first time he sees Sean, he asks, "Who's the tourist?" Hey, what's with you and the schoolgirls, DK? You gotta elevate your company, man.
Just get away. Stop being pedophile. You're never gonna beat those pedophile allegations, sir.
All right, time for look. All right, Now it's time for D to challenge that one. Now it's time for D to challenge that one weeb that we all know. Actually, the age of consent in Japan.
I want people to understand. Me and this guy down here had a conversation about a joke from Otakon way back in 05 or whatever and stuff, where somebody put out a web comic about this.
I have that web comic.
Prototypical big white bearded white guy said, "Did you know the age of consent in Maryland is 16?"
Hey, little lady. He said, "Do you happen to know your state's consent laws?"
If you're a person that knows the age of consent laws to get around stuff, I'm staying away from you.
Actually,
right?
I saw this on Twitter. In Croatia, is actually 14 years old. Somebody, how do you have that information readily available?
So I knew about this because of Japan's declining birth rate when I was living over there. And
that's understandable. That's research.
And
you didn't purposely
right.
But
hang on. Here's where it gets interesting. As the declining birth rate has continued to skyrocket, what did Japan do sometime after the pandemic? They said, "Hey, here's the age of consent." Age of consent in Japan was 13. Sorry, pervs. 16 now.
You want to know the fun part, y'all?
I can tell the both of y'all was scared I was getting ready to go lower.
No, because I knew about that. Here's the fun
Meanwhile,
part.
R. Kelly sees that.
Too late, nigga.
I was on Twitter when they made that announcement about that. Do you know the perverts were out? They was like, so why did they change it? This is the Western ways trying to, and it was some of the
so white guy ever.
Look,
the grifters was out.
No, and there was errors. There was a couple of niggas with chopper hats that were out there too, going like, first off, I don't understand why America has the influence over the East. The way, look, first off, if you're saying East and West, you already a racist. You're already a racist with this.
Second off, why did your breath smell like hot bologna? All right.
Third of all, have you ever had sex before?
Have you ever touched grass? Grass. GRASS.
Slept with a woman.
Have you sniffed a woman? Have you touched a woman?
Golly. Thank you, DG.
First of all, the only reason why she's even with
you like men that are older, don't you?
First of all, the only reason why Neela is even around DK to begin with is because that nigga got data on her.
Yeah, he got data like your mom was white.
Come to find out, had we not taken you in, you'd have been just like your mother on the street, being the best trick in all of Kabuki Cho.
Look.
And let me say for the record, I've been around Kabuki Cho.
Accurate.
Yeah, it's Gutter Street. There is a reason why.
Capitol Heights gutter.
Nigga.
First off, there ain't no hookers around here. This is one.
Right. No. See, Chris, this isn't like when you and I. Chris, this isn't like when you and I in 2009 leaving the freaking night, or leaving Ultra Bar, driving down New York Avenue seeing the whores over at the Inn.
Those were the ladies of the night, New York Avenue edition.
That was pure New York Avenue.
That was the
boulevard. Sir.
When I talk about how interesting Kabuki Cho is, they have an actual alley full of what do you call them, like bar food spots and everything.
Or alley.
No, I wish it was called that, but no, it's actually called Piss Alley.
You told me about this. Actually, I seen this. I seen something on like either internet or somewhere about it. Yeah.
Like to all of our listeners and anybody that's watching our show right now, I would like for you to just tab over, go into Google Maps and type in Piss Alley Shinjuku. You're welcome.
Why would you do such a thing to these people, bro?
Because they need to be educated, sir. They need to know that this is a real location. And I have been at said location.
Hey, Chris. Remember how the other day I sent you that Mick Foley? I sent everybody that Mick Foley Terry Funk jump.
Yeah.
Eris channeled Terry Funk, and so did DK over here. Your wife's a whore. I just like the way he just said it straight up. Your wife's a whore.
Your wife's a whore.
And in this case, it's the same way. Your mom was a whore.
Super Smash. First of all, Super Smash. There is no Asian Hooters, okay? There is just Hooters, which does exist over there.
First off, that's
and second of all, host clubs are where you want to go to, not them, man. Come on,
host
man.
clubs, Kabakuras.
The food are better. The food's better.
Hold up. If it's payday, snack bars.
First off, Sue. I'm gonna have you know me and D over here. We are experts in the arts.
Y'all
of the host clubs. All right.
See right here.
We lost so many hours. We OJT'd.
Hold on. See, this is where I get to be Iroquois Pliskin and Metal Gear 2. Y'all niggas did that shit in VR. I was in the field.
I was in the field. I smelled the whores. You only imagine them. I was around in the shit when I was in the when I was crawling around dealing with the one that was uninteresting with a long ass face and a weird tooth. Y'all there playing a video game and shit.
Still
constantly pouring me freaking Coke highballs.
Wondering why does it smell like cocoa butter in here?
You know the one I like.
Wondering what the fuck my bill is going to be.
Chris, you know what I like. You know what I like.
All it took was one time, and I said never again.
Hey, Chris, you know what I like? When you're doing the host club thing and the guy sits down and you give her a girl he doesn't like it, you automatically see this nigga over there. And the girl's like this. And I'm thinking, for real talk, are you about to hit? No, for real talk.
Yes, they are.
And Chris, Eris, I take, especially in Yakuza 0, I take it very seriously. I'm like, I'm sorry, are you yelling at my hoe? Are you yelling at my hoe?
Hey, look, man.
That's the way I feel. Like, I'm sorry, we got a problem here? No, you can leave. No, Chris, I got my level so high, I tell these niggas to leave. Like, no, the second you yell at any of my bitches, you leave. Look, real life. Here you go. Here's an extra for you, baby. I'm sorry, he's crazy. He's crazy. Look, here's the best part, Eris. There's all the girls, right? There's all the girls that you have that you have at your host club, right? I told this to Angie. She hates me for this so much. I was like this. She's just interested in how it works. I'm showing her how it works. Like, yeah, this. I'm gonna keep it real, baby. That one, I'm fucking her. I'm fucking her too, but I like her. I actually like her though. I like her. Why you leaving? I'm trying to tell you the storyline.
Hey, I like how my man
said Chris, I would. Oh God,
I do find it.
If I get Yakuza 0 again, I'm gonna show you which girl it is. You're gonna be like this. I can see that.
What I like now is that they've been getting retired and as well as ex JAV stars to now be the host, like the host, like was it freaking hostess?
Wasn't that girls. The storyline of Yakuza?
Yeah, in like the new in I want to say in the newer Yakuza games, and even I think the Lost Judgment games, because one person that we talked to, she is now finally a character, and that is Miss Kaho Shibuya.
Oh, she actually is one.
Yep. She is in the new. I think in the newest Yakuza game that's going to come out, she's finally going to be
Infinite Wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Infinite Wealth.
No. Like there's supposed to be another game, but she's
it's supposed to be another one after.
Yeah, like
Infinite
in a future game, she is like a character. Like she'll actually be one of the host girls, and I was like, and that's why I said that's why when you and I was talking with her, I was like, they can finally stop asking you that question like on your live streams now.
I mean, I think it's funny that like Sean is doing all of this. And we get Han, Sean asking him like what makes Han happy or whatever. And here he is out here flirting by drifting around a car to get a number.
Drifted around R33 Skyline, driven by one, and Chris, you might know her, one Verena May.
That sounds about right. I think
Verena May is the top female drifter in America.
Yep.
And how do I know her? Because I watched a very, very horribly made show on G4 TV called Street Fury.
Street Fury.
You're gonna leave Street Fury alone, okay? You
I
will
am
keep
not.
it where it's.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
And the reason why I'm not is because she got, I think, a good 3 episodes on that show of her building her car.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Aside for all the sexual assault your boy was doing on the show.
Oh, habitual line crossing.
Son, we met his boy who was like setting the whole thing up, and we heard stories. I need to know more.
His hand on so many shoulders and waist, where I know some of the girls made this move, they made this look.
Hold up, no. When they do that, when they do a half a Tekken sidestep,
yeah.
Just saying, your boy. Listen, gentlemen, your boy was out here like this,
doing some Joseph Biden shit.
What you doing tonight? What you doing tonight? So you just do this all the time? Just go to different meets and shit? Yeah. I'm from Compton. Yeah, what's up?
Nah, but so Sean finally learns it, and Han is telling him, yeah, you have to feel it. That's how you just do it. You just
so drifting. Drifting wasn't just learned in the classroom. You gotta do it by feeling. So feel it.
So he
does matter. Does not matter.
He goes through montages and stuff of learning it and stuff, and to the point.
Chris, the drift moves us, feels us. That's what Han was doing.
To the point to where, did y'all love number one? He beats Morimoto in a race. Morimoto's like, yeah,
bro. Morimoto freaking the hell out was just great.
Han put up his 8-6 against DK's Skyline.
Bro, it was not just any Skyline, the 72.
Yeah,
1972 Skyline against the 86 Corolla.
Didn't Brian drive us?
Yeah, he did.
Skyline Fast 6?
Fast 5. Fast 5. He was actually driving the freaking box 72
Skyline. The 72 Skyline actually is pretty infamous as being pretty fast. Like
it's what I call a zipper. Like it ain't going to be.
Because you want.
It ain't going to be like smoking nobody in a race, but it's like that shit.
Because guess how much?
Go.
No, because guess how much horsepower that car had back then.
Like 120 or something like that.
240.
240? Really bullshit.
It was like 240.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it was like close. It was either 240 or close. Either 240 or close to 240. It was like
also,
200 or something.
Did you love the Need for Speed graphics of Sean drifting on the highway?
Sir. First
that
of
was
all,
beautiful.
The VFX
that was beautiful. 360 was beautiful. The Xbox 360 graphics.
No, Sean drifting on the freaking Rainbow Bridge, which I've been on that bridge before. Very nice bridge.
Special effect.
The scene's bullshit, isn't it?
That scene is absolute bullshit. But
hey, I love Maximum Tune, so yay.
Oh man,
only they missing is orange trucks and cars.
Listen.
Yoko busting
Yuzo
out
Yuzo Koshiro.
His music killing your fucking ear.
Bruh, that man gave us 6 games of perfection when it came to the soundtrack.
All I'm saying is, like, Sean did all that and stuff. DK finds out that Sean is encroaching on his girlfriend.
Yeah, shows up during a drifting session to beat the brakes off of him.
Well, he takes the beating because
he takes the beating. No, that whole team Han is all about just eating L's because first of all, Sean eats an entire ass whooping by DK. Morimoto disrespects the shit out of Bow Wow by spitting his gum out on him,
which was racist, but okay.
No, I love the fact that he got his attention by tapping him on the shoulder and then spit on him. I had to go back because a friend of mine told me about that scene, and I never did notice it. He said, "Yo, go back and watch that part." I went back and watched that scene. I was like, bro, I died laughing. I'm like, Bow, how are you gonna take this level of disrespect? It's bad enough that it's bad enough that Morimoto whooped your ass on a high school roof. Which, by the way, anime in that movie showed me how much of a lie that shit is. Don't nobody hang out on the freaking rooftop of any high school building. That is not a thing.
Eris, what did she jump off of when Benassi said that he didn't want to be with her no more?
That is, again,
Hey, if
anime.
you get the hell out of here.
That is anime and Tokyo Drift movie bullshit, as well as just movie bullshit in general.
Tokyo Drift was
like even Japanese movies that do that. I'm like, number one, they always lock that door. So
Tokyo Drift was literally just like, again,
Weeb Heaven. Thing that they let go in the 70s and 80s and stopped doing that like decades ago, but they're still writing it in some movies.
Yeah, they still put it in movies where they're just hanging out on the roof. And I'm like, nah, that don't happen. Ain't enough free time in junior and elementary schools to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, this movie is just nothing but weeb dreams, essentially.
By the way, gentlemen, so would you know? Would you like to know that that parking lot where they had the race, the Tokyo Drift race, that was at the Hawthorne Mall. That parking garage was located at the Hawthorne Mall in El Segundo in Cali.
We're in Tokyo right now.
Sure.
Well. The big thing is how one Sony Chiba, and I said this in the video in the audio chat with the guys. It's amazing to me that for a movie that was like, all right, I can dig the melodrama, wherever the fuck it is in this movie, and racing, cool, fine. It's like they had to find something to escalate the movie past high school melodrama shit, and they threw in the Yakuza thing. So it was like, all right.
Because what else would it be? I mean, they let it be known like right away that that DK. Everybody thought that he himself is Yakuza, and I'm so glad Han just had to laugh. Like, are you serious? No, his uncle is Yakuza. DK is just playing gangster in his little garage.
Pretty much, he went white suburban.
Yeah, which here's the funny thing.
He's Asian Nunu from ATL.
He's Asian Anthony Jr. from freaking Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the gangster. Your father is. Like that's a thing. A lot of that's what kind of makes me laugh. Like technically, I don't want no beef with them niggas because I love you. I love that nigga. But real talk, I feel that's how little Dirk is. Like Dirk ain't nowhere close to gangster. Like Dirk gangster, no, he ain't. His cousins is. He's not. They in the videos, but he ain't the gangster one. That's the way I feel. That's kind of how I feel, man. When you're born into that, it's weird. I'm not putting no names in my family, but that's kind of how I am. It's like my cousins are. I ain't.
But I think if you had to get anybody though, I felt like you had to get Sony Chiba because otherwise, if Mako was still alive, they would have put Mako in instead of Sony Chiba.
He'd been too damn old.
He would have been too damn old, but they would have forced his little ass up in that motherfucker.
Mako, what are you doing?
Mako looks more like the Dalai Lama than a Japanese man. And that's
first of all, if anything, Mako probably would have been. He would have been right there as the old fisherman with with the Drift King,
wearing that
all uncredited as well.
Wearing that fucking outfit that he wore in Sidekicks.
He would actually look more like
looking like the end.
No. He would actually look more like homeboy. Giuseppe Maillard from Wicked City. He would just been rocking a tracksuit,
sucking a titty.
Yes.
That is etched in my mind. Seeing an old decrepit man suck a titty. That is in my mind.
No, D. The one that's burned in my mind is an old man glued to half of a woman. that came from sucking said titty. Now, somebody I wanted to point out who did look familiar to me when I saw the movie. Like the more I started to watch this movie, the more I started to put two and two together, and I said, "Oh my god, that's you." So the Japanese dude who with the British accent who was always running diagnostics on Han's friends' cars. The girl that was with him.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
I don't. No, I don't. That's why I said go ahead.
No, well, I'm saying the girl that was with him, she only spoke Japanese, didn't speak a lick of English, and she was trying to explain to Neela about her RX-8, like, look, the way you drive your car is wrong, as what the subtitle says. Anyway, I looked her up. I said, wait a minute. I thought I recognized her from somewhere. That is Sailor Mars from the live action Sailor Moon in Japan.
But there you go. Awesome.
I find it amazing though, like
Keiko Kitagawa.
I just find it funny though. My man sat there and hit DK with, yeah, your boy's been stealing from us, but that's okay. You're a fucking idiot anyway, so I figured that out, and I don't even know any of this fucking damn jargon. The fuck have you been doing?
I still cannot understand how South Korean this movie is, because everybody that's in it outside of Sonny Chiba and like one or two other people
is Korean.
It is Korean.
Oh,
even Morimoto, I forgot, dude, is Korean. He is dude is South Korean, full on South Korean. Parents immigrated from Australia, by the way. Name is Leonardo Nam. He's an
I just find it funny that DK's first thing, again, Han, the guy who had $11 million going into Tokyo, I'm pretty sure he could have paid back fucking DK no fucking problem and shit.
My thing was why, well, then again, because, Fast 5 didn't come out yet. The fact that he was sitting on $11 million or probably spending it, buying cars and getting shops and
buying assets.
Right.
Which will help him after Fast 10 and the crypto game.
You ain't doing this. I'm not doing this.
It was a whole cheat code that said, hey, I got your fucking digital money.
And on top of that, dude was working for Mr. Nobody.
Tyrese was like, bitches, this is why you keep fucking damn cash. And I'm like, you're smart. You're loyal.
As James Brown would say, take that money, bury it in the woods. Don't leave it in the bank. You buried it in the woods.
Speaking of which, we get the DK gets to the garage and punches Hans and was like, we're brothers.
My man
you
said
stole
partners.
I like how Han was like, bitch, I wasn't your friend.
He said, man, we ain't on schoolyards. This is what we do.
Woo.
Again, the more unbelievable shit.
Well, Han is the older one.
No. DK pulling out the blicky, and I'm like,
yeah, DK, you're not about that life. I don't think you would kill anybody.
No, not even about that life. Sir, where did you get that?
Well, it was in his back. It was in his back, pants the whole time.
No. I know where he pulled it from, CJ. I'm saying where in the history of ever did a handgun like that exist on this side of Japan in 2000?
First off, he comes from money, so he knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. I'm just saying.
Agreed. Gun in Japan. How? Nigga, you ain't part of the JDF. You are not part of Japan.
It's called illegal methods, is what it's called.
Again, playing gangster in a storage room. I'm
just saying, like that's what it is, and I like how it leads to a chase where Morimoto pretty much gets killed.
Yeah, he does. My man ate it. I was like, bro, your car is done.
R.I.P. that nice ass car.
For me, I was like, and Shiva from Streets of Rage is down.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie though. I did like DK's color scheme on his 350Z though.
Oh yeah, it was sick.
It was very, very sick. I thought Sean's Evo was a little too much.
You got to talk to Craig Lieberman on that.
Yeah, I know. But just wanted to put that out there.
Because all they did was just slap like freaking the lever art or whatever. In Japan, they call it Itasha, where they basically slap graphic art on a car. Yeah. And they didn't want these cars to have that initial defect where they were just, standard maybe cars. Just a couple, standard cars on the outside, maybe a couple of stickers, and that's about it. Nah, they had to make sure that they slapped as much Itashas all over these damn cars as humanly possible.
Yeah. Now, the chase itself, it's fun and interesting. Like I said, Morimoto catches the fate of a truck hitting them and stuff. And I like how DK looks back and is looking at the accident. I'm like, that nigga dead, dog. I don't know why you're looking back. Like,
keep driving, bro.
Keep driving. Keep driving.
You have a Land Evo to chase.
Yeah.
Through a crowded street of Shibuya.
That is a dead Korean man, sir.
Speaking of dead, Han got fucking M.
I really miss my homie.
Hey, DK. Apparently, there was no scene of Morimoto's mourning.
Nope,
none.
Teacher man had a squabble.
Teacher next day, where's Morimoto? Oh man, got problems.
Yep, room.
Both of y'all, go away.
What? That's what you gonna be smelling like. That upper room.
Hey. Apparently,
the same thing I do for you, Eris. Die before me, nigga. That's gonna happen. I'm gonna bust right in the motherfucker. Yep.
I like how we get two movies that really show the behind the scenes of him getting hit by the car, and it's like
needed that trauma twice. I call look. Here's my thing. I remember the first time everybody's like, "Oh, Han's in this movie," and I remember saying, "Fucking how." And to this day, I appreciate the level of gymnastics that you and Eris went through, Chris, to try to explain to me that it's all right. I saw his parachute; he's okay. That's what y'all did with Han's death. Why, Chris? Why were you so easy just to accept that don't you get your hand off my shoulder, nigga? Get your hand off my shoulder, nigga.
No, first of all, D, you need to understand something. No, we did not see his parachute or anything like that. Because if you know anything about how that crash went down, he did the very smart thing that another South Korean man did, and he hid under that damn dumpster. That's what he did. All right, he was already crashed upside down. Okay, he was already upside down. All he did was just slide out. And that's showed in F9, by the way.
And to really punctuate this, I end you with this.
Again, it's like poetry. So if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
Should have never sold your franchise, sir. Anyway,
even though that last part is be like,
this sucks, man.
I've been telling y'all about this whole series. I get it that in the universe of the Fast series, this is fun.
Coincidence happen. There's always happy accidents.
Exactly. There's always happy accidents. But real talk, I want to explain that you, me, and Chris, all three of us, we are film crickets. And as film crickets, you and I, we know what's good, what's bad, what can be improved, and what's ugly. The both of y'all know this is some bullshit.
I mean, look, we saw Gal Gadot at the end of Fast 10. That's what punctuated that bullshit to do right there.
Hey, I was the one that told the both of y'all. Just
shotgun to the head. Shotgun to the head.
I was the one that told. Listen, I was the one that told the both of y'all that this is off of Walking Dead rules. If there are no witnesses, they ain't dead.
I really loved how Eris. No, Eris is right, and Eris is amazingly right with that. If there are no witnesses,
she still disappeared in the dark and tucked and rolled, and it's like,
and I told you that tucked and rolled on the tarmac, bro. That jacket was made out of the strongest level of Kevlar ever.
I hate all of this.
Han went from like, Owen Shaw was hunting him down. All right, cool, I can buy into that. And then all of a sudden, so Mr. Nobody needed me, so I had to fake my death. Crawl out from the car.
This man slid out.
Put a stunt doll inside of it to be like
stunt doll. I'm with you on that one. That's a cool one.
Then Mr. Nobody shows up and stages the explosion. Like, now comes the harder job, keeping you dead.
Shoot him. That's how you keep the person dead. Kill him
because he hired him. Remember, he hired him to go rescue a young girl.
Oh yeah.
Again, F9 happened.
Again, I keep telling y'all this series sucks ass, and y'all keep give it a chance.
I keep telling you to enjoy this shit for what it is.
I'm trying to, but
it's insane series that has left the realm of street races and is now about high stake heights.
And we went to the moon.
And going to the moon.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Every time there's something there that's bad, I got this one over here going D.
Movie was fine.
It was fine. Come on. All in all, it's still a good movie. I'm sick of this. These are not good plots. These are not good. These are not good actors. You know what I mean? These are not good.
You will leave me to my gay Jason Momoa trolling the fucking Fast and Furious team. All right.
That was the best thing about that movie.
Look, real talk. I think that busted the series. Like
he steals their money. He steals their digital money.
Like I feel as though he ruined it, man, by being a little bit too nefarious.
No, this is what happens when you put the Joker in the Fast and Furious.
It's like, yo, you do not give him the God code, give him the God mode code. It's like, I get it because Toretto's team is God mode already, so you gotta give him with another God. But it's like, come on, bro, this is like the difference. This is the difference between fucking Ignis and fucking Original Zero. It's like, what are we doing here?
No, son. Jason Momoa's character is what happens. What happens when someone takes Watch Me Work and make it human?
Oh yeah.
Because, bro, when he sat there and said, "All right, check this out,"
hackers,
and there goes all their money. I took it. They got nothing. Like, oh, you didn't know I actually had access to the God's Eye? Well, here we go.
Speaking of which, my man goes to his dad's house, and his dad has the gun on fucking DK, and DK runs off because he ain't about that gangster life.
Son, dude, real talk. If that was my son, and he's over here, getting chased, and you bringing this shit to my doorstep. Number one, like any responsible parent, you're gonna be there for your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, we actually did see him like rush, he did rush DK. I was like, oh, he's actually punching him out. Okay, cool, good shit, Lucas. Let's go.
You are 35. You need to be beating up these 20-year-olds. What are we doing here?
I said, listen, you are showing all. I said, sir, that ARP kicked in real quick. Not bad for a 67-year-old. I'm just saying,
man. You
gun drill on him, and then just as quick with the stealth, okay? The stealthness of his pops going, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And had a 45 on him. I'm like, all right, Sean. Hey, Sean's dad, I got a question for you. If you were to just drop one bullet and you drop the nephew of a Yakuza member, what would do you realize what would happen to you?
Well, later on, clearly Sonny Chiba.
I don't even think the military could help you.
Sonny Chiba loved the cut of this Gaijin's jib. He came in there with that bag of money and was talking about respect and stuff. He was like, honor.
Yeah, we did.
Buddy knows about honor over here.
So we did. Nah, I don't think so, sir. Because Sonny Chiba did clearly say, you think that you could just dump some cash on the table and walk out of here?
No, sir.
Yeah, like we do in America.
Nah, that ain't happening. Not over here.
Nigga really thought he can buy off a mob boss. Good for you, man.
You really think that by returning money that was stolen, to me is just gonna wash away everything.
It's good to be white again. Like I said, it's good to be white.
Well, you know,
No. See, the real whiteness would have been if Sean went with his original plan, sir. His original plan was to just straight up, I'm gonna go talk to Kamada. Bow Wow having to be in the voice of reason. Nah, nigga, you gonna need this. Take this bag of money. That'll at least get you in the door.
There's a lot of like, who's this guy? Shit. Everybody loves a win.
Nah, he'd have got killed right there. They wouldn't even ask the question. See, he would have got stopped. He would have got the hand on the chest, followed by the short sword being stabbed through the heart. And then roll the credits. Never surrender.
Nah.
See, that's the deal. These are the type of movies that are supposed to tap into the fantasy of said person that's watching. That's why I said when it came to it's good to be a white boy, meaning that he is scooting off a white boy gumption. Where Chris is right, Eris is right, but at the same time, Sonny was like, let's give the guy a chance.
Bro,
bullshit.
My man said, how do you plan on accomplishing that? How do you plan on accomplishing your apology?
We're gonna race.
He said, we're gonna race. My man's dying laughing. And Takashi talking about, don't listen to this guy, Jen. Hey,
I beat him.
I was like, no, it wasn't even that. It was when he told him, hey, look, nigga, you, with all the bullshit that you just did, streets is hot, dog. Can't nobody make no moves now because of your dumb ass.
Nah, but the fact that he said I beat this fuck before, and he looked at him like, then you should have.
Yeah, because he gave him he told him what was at stake, which was the loser leaves town for good. I've already beaten this piece of shit once. Good. Then it should be easy.
My man Sean does the America thing, and he gets his dad's Ford Mustang fastback and put a fucking Skyline engine in it because that's how you beat them. You put Japanese ingenuity into
the body of American muscle,
which feels like, number one, this is not a new thing because my dad.
First off,
but also,
I'm sorry, that is
kind of cool.
Religious.
It's kind of cool. I like
that
it.
That is sacrilegious.
Best of both
I do not like the Mustang, but I respect it enough not to do some bullshit like that.
I'm like,
is sacrilegious, man.
You put an RB26, like an RB26 motor in there,
which is very possible.
That is a twin turbo engine inside of a Mustang. It's still a V6. You couldn't just simply went out and got a V8, but of course, the movie did say, that doesn't matter. It's all about the power of driving and drifting ability.
I like the concept of that whole fastback thing, but like,
I hate this movie.
No, D, I got you. The power, like I said, the power of the power of driving, drifting abilities, and all that stuff, and that's how he's gonna beat DK.
Well, that was a load of shit.
Well, because DK has to leave town, which means he just has to go out to fucking, I don't know, Odaiba after that. Like, I can't go to Tokyo. I guess I'll go to Odaiba.
Sir, I think that fool left Kanto, the whole region of Kanto.
Oh, he left the whole region.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Meaning. Mountains? Nah, it was more like so long, DK. See you in Hokkaido.
Shit.
It's like just leave.
I bet he's like, Uncle. Understand, I want you to. Why are you still here? And it's a Yakuza talking to a civilian. I'm sorry, why are you still here?
Do I know you?
Okay. So you think I'm a bitch? I tell you this right now, nephew.
I'm pussy.
I'm like, nephew, I love you, but if I catch you in Tokyo, we are killing you.
You lost your Tokyo.
I am not even playing. Listen, I'm not playing with you. If I see any of your raggedy ass cars up and down this damn street, we are killing you, any girlfriend, any gaijin you fighting with. We killing everybody and hitting reset. I'm not doing this with you. No, you got cousins down there. You got cousins in Hiroshima. You can live with them, but you're not living in here no more.
That whole race was insane.
Take your ass to Sapporo, nigga. Be up there.
To see a Mustang drift the way it did in this movie was something else. And in fact, I think that's what made a lot of these people out here that buy Mustangs with V8 engines and fucking Roush packs and shit, thinking that they can do that same kind of drift when that shit don't work and you have no control over that car.
Don't blame this movie. That's just retardedness you get when you get a Mustang. Don't blame this movie on that.
Oh, I'm not blaming the movie. Not at all.
That's good old. You hear how loud it is? I bet I could do this. That's what Mustangs. That's what happens to people that drive.
The louder it is, the cooler the car is, right?
Pretty much. That being said, I've been seeing a growing number of women drive Challengers. Stop. Just all of you stop.
Oh yeah, they be out here running around the scat packs.
I mean, they be trying to run people over. It's like, little girl.
Scat packs.
Because they got no control. They get these cars with these ridiculous horsepower numbers and not knowing the first thing about controlling the damn car.
Scat pack. And like exactly. You driving through with a scat pack? Why? Because it's a word and it sound cool and look, I never take it off of women. I always try to encourage women when it comes to cars. That y'all,
and I said people, not even just women. I'm talking about people.
People in general. Let's just put in people in general. But I have been noticing something with that little trend with women in scat packs. I'm like, do any of y'all know how powerful this thing is? And this is not like a woman can't handle it. That's bullshit. But it's like I've noticed like, did you just get this because you wanted to sound loud like the niggas or something? Like, you didn't get this because it was made for you. That's the problem I'm having. You know what I mean?
But let's
real talk. And because this goes for men too. A lot of y'all need to be in Camrys, not in Challengers. A lot of you need to be driving around Accords, not anything with no two-seaters. You don't need to be driving around in those two-seater. A lot of y'all got Camaros out here, but got the driving skills of a nigga that don't know how to drive a Fiat. So I don't want to so it's like that goes for a lot of people when it comes to certain cars. It's like, do you know what you got? Like I heard like I be hearing niggas like, yeah, man, you got a Trackhawk. You gonna run into the first pole you see. Oh, I got a Trackhawk, nigga. Nah, nigga, I got this shit, nigga. I'm good. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do that.
So, my man, shit. I like how Sean switches up after the race, and we see him. He's driving this. He has a Nissan Silvia as his car, a silver Nissan Silvia as his car.
Yeah, and that's 15.
Yeah, you got the S15, which actually that is one car that I would really like to have.
It's a nice one.
See, here's the problem with it. As much as S15s are about to hit that level of the 25-year rule where they can be imported, they are right up there with the R34 of just being stupidly unobtainable now. Unless you live in Japan and you happen to cruise just troll around and find one at a decent price, a secondhand one over there. Don't even bother trying to buy one of the import ones.
You know, the sick part about it is that there is probably a ton of those cars over in fucking Dubai because people be abandoning.
Oh yeah, they be abandoning them. They'll buy them and get them imported and then just abandon them.
They just out there collecting, getting sand all over them and everything else like that.
Yeah, it'd be dope to snag one.
The amount of money that you would spend trying to get that shit back to the States, you might as well buy a new car.
Exactly.
Yeah. But nah, Sean gets a word from Twink about somebody wanting to race him and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear the
I won it from my man Han.
Like,
you say I didn't even know Han was into American Muscle.
He was wrong with me. What say you, kid? You want to race? This ain't no quarter mile race.
I got nothing but time.
Ready, set, go.
Then we hearing that freaking Most Wanted soundtrack.
I swear this started the fast. This started the Fast series, giving us Dick T's endings because, like, I wanted to see this race. Yes. I wanted to see this race, and they don't show it. Just like at the end of Fast 4, spoilers. At the end of Fast 4, where they're about to look like they're about to break Vin out, and I'm like, so you're not going to show? But
nope.
No, what? No.
Even at the beginning of 5, you don't even see how they got him out. Same thing with this movie. We don't see the race, and in Furious 7, when we actually get to that moment, we still don't see the race.
All you see is fucking 70-year-old fucking Lucas Black. Oh man, I didn't know you knew how to race like that. I'm like, all right.
I love it. I love how we kept going up on his age. Love it.
But nah,
that's the last time, and that's the last. And then in F9 when he shows up as old, like a hobo with a shotgun, Lucas.
I know, right?
And we we do not see him. We probably might see him.
Probably, Fast 11.
In Fast 11, possibly 12, because they are talking about making this a three-peat.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 7 more movies.
Yes, we do.
No, but what got me is like this movie, when it came out opening weekend, I think it came in opening weekend at number 3 because this came out during that same year as Cars. Cars was whooping ass in the box office, and then boom, Tokyo Drift came out. And like I said, it did good. It did moderate business and stuff, but
let's just keep it real. There was no stars in this movie.
Yeah, so it's like this was, to quote Kevin Smith, it rejuvenated the Fast franchise because, as to what Sue was saying earlier, that reshoot of putting Vin at the end, it kind of was like, oh, it got people like, Fast series. Smart shit. We're gonna get more Fast movies because Vin is back and stuff. And that was the thing that kind of made people be like, so is Paul Walker coming back now? And then boom, we get Fast 4. Paul Walker's back. The gang is back, and stuff. And and then
let's be real. After this movie, what came next was the softest of soft reboots.
Yeah. It was very much like, we're just gonna yada yada some things and stuff and keep the party going, and that's
yada yada some things.
No, but this is the movie that the Universal was like, all right, and Sue was saying like Vin, since he had the rights to the series, he was like, you know what, keep Justin Lin. I like.
Until we get to Fast 10 and
Justin was like, Vin, I'll be producer. This is bullshit.
I'm done with this shit.
Like, no, because you are trying to do some silly shit that I am totally against.
And that says a lot considering Justin Lin said.
Love it. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Commenter of the night.
hey, Super Smash. You're an all-star, all right?
That was funny. Anyway.
But like I said, I remember after this movie, there was the message boards about this movie was we were like the one thing about the movie that we were just cracking up on was like, so let me get this right. Sony Chiba and Yakuza just said, you know what? Car race to the
death race. Let's do it.
Want to get sued?
I mean, DK landing the way he did at 350. I'm like, you should have been dead, sir.
That thing careened off the cliff,
grazed over the fucking fence.
No, it rolled down the hill, by the way, and then landed. Like front end first.
Only thing that dude got was
while Sean drifted right around him.
Deja vu.
Running in the 90s.
Nigga just came out with a fucking limp leg, like
down.
Much like Vin Diesel at the end of Fast 1. Sir, how are you in one piece? How are you still alive? I tell you, that bucket seat must have been working gangbusters.
I didn't even think that thing had a roll cage in it.
You never did see it because
it wasn't a roll cage in that thing.
That was the thing about these movies that was so weird that on paper they made it sound like that these things were like freaking super turbocharged, machines, like death machines. But in reality, no. A lot of them were fitted with just standard ass engines. Maybe a freaking spoiler and an exhaust, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, but nah, this was one of those movies that, again, this is like 2006. like the rhetoric for what people were looking at box office was this was the thing that revived the Fast franchise and stuff. And
so they say. I mean, revisionist history.
No, even then they said it because I remember after this movie, after it did, like literally like 2-3 months later, boom, they said that they were doing Fast 4 and Vin was coming back.
But that wasn't the general consensus. Remember, people hated on this movie.
Yeah, people.
No. I ain't saying they liked it. Do not get it twisted. But it was just like, even though people were shitting on it, it did renew the interest and stuff that I guess Universal
Those are two
was
separate things, though. Those are
look,
I will say this as a person that watched this movie again and still.
See, Tevin says this, and I swear to God, if she put I swear to you, if Neela is on that fucking sub with Gal Gadot, I'll be pissed.
She got the assistant.
Burned up on reentry ass.
If she's on that fucking sub with Gal Gadot, I'm like, all right,
I'm gonna laugh.
Because I'm more mad that we got the whole gang back of Tokyo Drift. I was like, wait a minute, so we get Sean. We got the Japanese British dude, Bow Wow, and and Han together. I'm like, come on, where's Neela? Where's Neela at?
But you know, Fast 11 is going to be the Tokyo Drift squad.
I still say that there is hope. I'm still Listen, I'm still holding out.
DK is going to be there.
No, I'm holding out hope that we get DK, Johnny Tran, Braga, like all these people to come. Oh yeah, Carter Verone. Everybody needs to come back.
Stop it.
Everybody's coming back.
Stop it.
I already made the joke.
Nowhere, we get the ghost, and then we get the ghost of Matsumoto helping out the squad.
I
already made the joke that we were going to get Cyborg Johnny Tran.
Hey, look, if we put this through an AI, we can get a movie out of this shit. We can go ahead and watch Fast 11 through AI if we type it in. Chat GPT this shit.
I need Fast 11 in the 1950s. That's the meme on YouTube. Look up AI movies that were all made in the 1950s.
All these fucking Bowsers.
But nah, man, it's like this was tame.
It was.
This was tame. This is a tame movie. You know, we didn't get no ejectocito moment in this film.
I think that's the reason why I didn't like it.
Because it took it back to basics. It was honestly the last movie that was in the vein of the first one.
Exactly.
And ever since then, everything the movie just kept trying to outdo itself with every sequel.
And it's amazing, Chris. The one thing that I hate about the Fast series is the one thing I felt that was lacking in this. Like, yeah, I know this is a bad plot or basic or whatever, but we getting to step it up territory here, man. Where's the fucking excitement at? Where's this and all the rest of that shit at, yeah? And I'm thinking to myself, but that's the shit you hate about the Fast series. I was like, oh my God, it happened. So
I mean, but that's the thing. It's just amazing to me. Like after this movie, like when it got to Fast 4, I think a lot of folks were just like, "So fuck the Tokyo Drift Squad, right?"
Fuck them.
That's what a lot of what had they gone that route of making 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then just completely ignoring the events of Tokyo Drift. Like if they really did completely
that way for a minute,
if they completely retcon Tokyo Drift out of existence, I would just laugh at how they continue to use Han. But then that would have made F9 weird. How they would have did that.
Because
stupider.
Because that's the thing. It's just it felt for the longest time, like you said, it felt like they were really like doing Tokyo Drift dirty because it's like. So we just so fuck that movie, huh? All right, cool.
I mean, they did say the softest of soft reboots.
And like I said, once we saw the squad at F9, it's like, oh, cool, they're in Germany doing Tokyo Drift shenanigans.
Yeah, cool. No, at that point they start doing the rush hour antics of traveling to 3 different countries in a 2-hour runtime.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Fast 11. We need the Tokyo Drift Squad with Neela with special guest appearance by Tony Chiba.
Can't
she's
say
dead.
dead.
AI that shit, all right? Because that's what Vin is trying to do to get AI Paul Walker back.
He wants the AI Paul Walker, but
which is probably why Justin Lin was like, "I'm done. I did not."
I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Paul is dead. All right, Jesus.
Listen, I throw in the symbolisms. I throw in the symbolisms by having the blue skyline come around the corner at the end of the movie.
It's the most egregious shit ever. I'm like, bro, just go on ahead and weaken at Bernie's Paul Walker at this point. Just go ahead and do it. Just do it. Just
get his brothers.
Just get his brothers do this again.
I'm like, get his brothers. They actually listen. Get his brothers. They all look like him.
Because that's not creepy, isn't it?
God, I still wish we could have got the original Furious 7. That's the one thing I hate about Paul Walker's death. Because, bro, of all people, that stunt at the end when the truck was about to go over and we see Brian like leap off of it and he lands on the car instead of it being what's her face? Instead of it being Letty that caught him, it was Sean. It would have been Sean. That's how much they were going to try to connect Tokyo Drift to.
Like, how did you get here? I got a call. Like, all right,
you think I missed this party?
I know on some.
See, D says this, and then we watch Fast 11, and all of a sudden you see Sean and crew in a Pinto. Did you miss?
You don't understand. Like I said,
it'd have been a turbocharged Fiat.
You gotta remember. Remember, I knew y'all guys are having the same problem I'm having because we see movies so much. Hey, movie, I bet you wouldn't do that, and when you do it, you're like this. Movie, I didn't tell you to listen to me. I really didn't tell you to listen to me.
I mean, listen, much like how Chris and I were talking about the Transformers 1 movie, you were already great. Why did you have to go and be greater?
I didn't have to tickle my balls like this. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I can only take but so much, okay?
That's why it makes Fast 10 so chaotic ridiculous. It's like, come on, movie. I was really just fucking with you here.
Jason Momoa really is the glue that keeps this movie at a rating of a 10.
When I looked over at
over the top he is.
Sue, when I looked over at Sue in Fast 10 and we saw the Tyrese plane fucking getting blown out of the sky, I looked at Sue like, nigga.
Me.
Is this where we're at? This is where we're at, right?
I already told you from the jump, Chris. I see the parachutes. They're okay.
Nah, it's the fucking Hoover Dam. Vin is out racing the fucking Hoover.
I hate this series so much.
The Hoover Dam explosion.
Much. I hate this series so fucking much.
What happens? Like Sue said, Vin was the fucking evil, fucking the Twice Adams behind the tree.
But here's the thing: you people don't understand. I have to deal with Eris and Chris with this every scene because Eris is here just to punch himself in the balls because it makes him feel alive. And Chris is a fucking sycophant that actually likes this shit. I'm tired of it. This series should have been done 5 movies ago. We're still here. It was done in Brazil. We was done in Brazil.
Happy ending.
Nah, D, we need Fast 6. Nah, D, we need Fast 7. Nah, D, we need Fast 8. D, I thought you liked that part in the Fast 7. I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick of this.
D had me in tears when The Rock reversed the rocket on ice and Fast.
No. I had Chris die because Chris like, so D, you see the movie, Chris? I stopped watching the movie the second John Cena's car grabbed that vine. Oh, I quit when that happened. And you want me to watch the rest of this?
That is fine. That is
peak. I just need you to finish it.
Nah. Nah. When John Cena got picked up by fucking damn old girl, and like he said, when that fucking like you went across the. Okay, that's great.
Super Smash. It was only one that went over $1 billion. And that was the first one. I mean, sorry, it was a Furious 7. Only that one made $1 billion.
No, Fast.
No, it didn't.
Fast 9
Eight
No.
made like 800.
No. 7. Paul Walker's death is what boosted that shit over $1 billion.
Yeah, that too. Like 7 is like the highest selling, is the highest grossing one out of
7 and 8 made over $1
all
billion.
10 movies. Because let me tell you something.
Barely got it. I think it did.
Hold on, let me tell you something. After 7, that grossing started to just go down with each movie after that.
It went down like tremendous.
10 was the first time they didn't make $1 billion.
You know why?
No.
It
never made $1 billion after 7 because 8 didn't even make $1 billion. 8 made like 800. It was like 8, like I want to say 8, between 8 and 900. Trust me, it did not cross that. It did not cross that threshold of $1 billion. And then 9 came out. And God, this is the dumb part. 9 came out, and as much as I do not like 9,
even with the COVID, 726 million is pretty good.
Yeah, even though I don't like 9 did better than 10.
Let's be real. You may be finally.
The 8th one made $1 billion.
Yeah. 8th one made $1 billion. I told you it did make $1 billion. I knew it.
To believe that.
Yeah, $1.2 billion.
Get the entire fuck out.
I told you. Okay. I was like, I knew Fate made over $1 billion. I knew it made over. Because it got that bump because of fucking
again Paul Walker's death.
You see how Chris is doing this?
Yeah,
I know. See what I'm talking about? I gotta deal with this every time.
Hey, my man Rock spun that fucking thing over and stuff. Tyrese racing on the fucking ice with a goddamn Lamborghini.
Again, this franchise gets dumber with every entry that shows up, and I'm just here. And I'm just here for it.
Hey, Tyrese being bulletproof and just.
I don't have it no more.
See, they say it now. From what I've been hearing, at least
when Letty showed up, I was like, "Why am I still here?"
No, John Cena's white ass being, Vin's brother.
No. See, what I've been
that's
hearing,
even worse.
What I've been hearing is they're gonna try to tie this, make it go all the way full circle, and have it go back to just being about street races.
Fuck out of here! That's like going from Mad Max to get the hell out of my face with that bullshit.
I really have a feeling that's what they're going to do.
Because here's the thing: you set up Jason Momoa as like the fucking evil Spectre, so you're going to back street racing in Fast 11.
I'm not saying in that movie. I'm saying somehow they're going to tie it. Because remember, this is actually supposed to be a 3-peat.
So what? F12 is going to be the epilogue, where it's like we're back to street racing now. Bringing it back to basics, and then Johnny Tran, the ghost of Johnny Tran, pops.
This used to be pure.
I need 60-year-old Leon to show up. By the
way,
hold on. We're talking about 60-year-old Leon. We need to be talking about 60-year-old Vin Diesel that is going to be doing this with man boobs. We need to talk about that.
No, we need him in that white wife beater. We need that.
That nasty ass, sweaty ass wife beater. Vin know he too big and too old to be wearing that shit.
Hey, look, dog. He can cut down on weight and he'll be back. Get to his Fast 5 weight. He'd be straight.
Keep thinking that this is the first XXX movie. He could just slim down.
Sir. No, sir. Me thinking that he can go back to XXX is me thinking he can go back to 2001 Dom, and I'm not. No, that's not happening.
Fast 5. Actually, you say that, D. We know good and well that Vin has been trying to go back to 2001 Vin for years. So stop trying to give him more encouragement.
Super Smash is right because Hobbs and Shaw went to $1 billion too.
Hobbs and Shaw had no business.
No. He said he expected it. It underperformed.
My bad. Yeah, because I think that thing got 700, and people were like, "Oh man."
I really did not.
I love Hobbs and Shaw.
I liked it too.
You love it all, Eric Chris. We already know you swallow it.
Hey, Idris Elba, Black Superman.
Black Superman. The man said it himself. I'm Black Superman.
I hated it so much. That movie,
Paul.
I swear to God, that movie took a shit in the middle of the floor and then began to just for the next 2 hours. I hated that movie.
You're doing Kevin Hart too, who was hilarious. I'm like, oh, Kevin's in the Fast franchise.
Bro, hold up, and not even just Kevin. Fucking Ryan Reynolds is in the Fast franchise.
Why? Because The Rock demands. I hate everything about Hobbs and Shaw. You know what?
Stairs and gruff breath.
It's like,
stuff
has gone down.
Because my last name is associated with a movie I fucking don't like. That's why.
Sir, your last name is associated with a character who was the literal Terminator in Furious 7, all right?
This is true. Man, got to Dubai pretty damn quick with a grenade launcher.
My man got to Dubai with an assault rifle with a grenade launcher attached. And
I'm not gonna fake. I enjoyed them in 7. Yes, I did. But shut up. Shut the fuck up, Harris.
No.
Stop trying to vouch.
Here's an even better one. Here's an even better one for you. In 6, the other brother, who's also got your last name, has a team that drives around in catapult go-karts.
And you're okay with this?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. I would love to own that. You mean to tell me I could drive? Hold up. You mean to tell me if somebody pisses me off, I can turn around, drive in front of them, press a button, and launch their ass off my car?
All I'm saying is that
I would want that.
The Samoan legacy of Roman Reigns is part of the franchise now.
Hold up. Roman Reigns and Cliff Curtis. Let's not forget that.
John Tui.
So next week, everybody. So next week.
Yeah, what we doing next week?
So D had a problem this whole time. I knew you two guys enjoyed this, and I'm glad y'all guys actually went to this movie the way y'all did. I'm just real talk. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would because I really was giving this movie a second chance, and it's still not entertaining for me.
I expected you not to like this movie.
No. I really want. No, when I say I wanted to, I meant I wanted to. I really wanted to look at this thing in a new light. But when I watched it, I was like, oh, this is the same movie I didn't like all those years ago, and I still don't like it now. Go fucking figure. So next week we're gonna do something that we can all agree on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to everyone. This is what happened. Hello, D. You won't believe what we just saw. Next week, we're all going to agree that we're watching a piece of shit, and I guarantee you, this is going to be one of our best episodes ever. We 3 Black Geeks are going to be doing their worst movie of 2020. It was 2020 or 2021.
That had to be 2021 because nobody was going to theaters in 2020.
The worst movie of 2021 by 3 Black Geeks. Moonfall, a movie that when you thought it was stupid,
2022,
a movie that was so bad that it literally was like Billy Mays the shit out of it. Don't worry, there's more. Unzipped his pants and said aliens, and we were like, no.
Can I say? Hold up. Gentlemen,
the moon is a Dyson sphere. Are you serious?
Sir, gentlemen, please, if you will. This is the most expensive, independently produced film ever made. Well, one of, because it was shot in Montreal with Chinese money of $138 to $146 million budget. You cannot make this shit up.
Oh my God. It flopped horribly. Critics hated this. Everyone hated this. And you know the best part about it? The best part about it is that Roland Emmerich was like, y'all niggas went.
Gentlemen, $150 million budget. We turned around with 67.3 at the box office.
And that's overall. That's not even American. That's not even domestic.
Oh,
that mean, and this movie was
United
so bad.
States, Canada, China, UK.
Now, as of now, this was the last Roland Emmerich movie, and I feel that it will be his last movie.
For
but
now,
we don't. Again, Chris, we don't know yet.
This would be a
make it fucking happen.
A Super Smash. This would probably be not a long episode if we ever did it. The Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh yeah, where Shredder random hands on Batman so fucking bad.
Yes,
Coward bummer.
Hands were rammed.
Hands were rammed, dude. Oh my goodness! It only made 67 million.
Ooh.
I think it's
Holly Berry was like, "Wow, that sounds like y'all problem, not mine."
Hey, look, I feel it's wild ironic.
I did Catwoman.
I feel it's wild ironic how like Midway, and I think Sue watched Midway in theaters, how that was actually a better movie than Moonfall.
Midway was forgettable though.
Oh, I love Midway. No, fuck that. Midway was amazing.
Oh no, he's right. It is forgettable in the sense nobody really talks about it, even though
I don't remember even coming out. Yeah, like, that's how bad it was for me.
Nigga,
Man.
no, that was the day one pickup for me on Steelbook. I picked up.
It's a good visual. It's a good visual. Like
yeah, exactly. If you got yourself a nice 4K TV, throw in that freaking movie. Oh man. All in HDR, color enhanced.
So next week, it's time for 3 Black Geeks to do one of the specialties, beating up on a movie that we all hate together.
Yeah.
Dumping the shit out of it.
Featuring Halle Berry.
Featuring Halle Berry.
So with that in mind, we'll catch you guys later. Oh,
here we go. Yeah, Don Omar.
Anyways, we'll catch you guys later. Peace.
We out.
I need to watch.